welcomes you to the following presentation of the Southeastern Conference. Welcome to the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week.
From a terrific scene in Lawrence to an always wonderful college football scene here in Baton Rouge at Death Valley. The first time Tennessee and LSU both ranked to play each other since the 2007 SEC Championship game. This is a big one for both programs as we welcome you to college football presented by Marathon and the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Hi again, everyone. Bob Wischusen here with Dan Orlovsky. Chris Button will join us in just a moment. And NFL analyst Todd McShay is with us here as well. There's a lot of talent to talk about on this field for both teams. And Dan, let's get right to it. Both programs looking to re-elevate. Certainly for Tennessee, it's been a while. It's been a rocky road on Rocky Top, but now they are back in the top 10. It's good to see.
Number 8 in America. That's their highest ranking since 2006. They are there because of their quarterback, Hendon Hooker, who, if the Heisman Trophy was given out today, would be the guy who won it. When it comes to college football and what you're asked to do and how well you're doing it, he belongs with the C.J. Strouds and Bryce Youngs, Caleb Williams, Stetson Bennett's. Absolutely. He leads America's best offense, America's fastest offense. That being said, he has not played a defense like he will today in LSU, nor an environment like this place. Tiger Stadium right now is absolutely on fire.
Chris Budden, though, some rotating players on both offensive lines because of injury. Let's get to LSU.
Let's start on the left side. Left tackle Will Campbell will not be available today. He is actually in the hospital. He posted a picture on social media yesterday asking for thoughts and prayers. Turned out not to be as serious as expected, suffering from dehydration. On the right side at tackle, they will have Emory Jones available, who was questionable but will play today.
And it will be LSU to start with the football. They won the toss and elected to receive. So they're going to try, Dan, to set the tone with their offense. And you'd have to think with their run game early to try and free up Jaden Daniels, just make him a little bit more comfortable.
We'll get into Jaden Daniels in this LSU pass game a bunch over the next 3.5 hours, but they have the ability to turn around and hand the ball off to senior John Emery, a physical presence, Brian Kelly and his staff. No, that's the best chance they have to settle in their quarterback.
It's a short kick. And it's taken at about the 17-yard line, but fumbling the football was Gregory Clayton. And right in front of the Tennessee bench, the Vols have it.
Jack Besh, a kind of in-betweener, tight end, wide receivers running up. They got two guys back if you're LSU, knowing Tennessee kicks it 50% to the right, 50% to the left. Ball went right through his hands.
Let's head down to Todd McShay for an early report.
Yeah, one thing I noticed right before is that literally as the kicker was addressing the ball, Besh told the other guy, the other returner, to swap, and he swapped over to the left side. The ball was kicked to him, and he wound up muffing the kick. Huge moment, but prior to the kick, it was Besh's decision.
Interesting. So it was Clayton on the far side. Besh switched sides, usually the more sure-handed return man, and he muffs it. So Hendon Hooker, golden opportunity to start with Jabari Small. His first carry, one snap, and Tennessee knocking on the door of the red zone. As fast a team offensively as there is in college football, and they are in the red zone. It's Jabari Small again. Greg Penn makes the tackle, but just like that, 2 carries and a first down to the 16-yard line.
This LSU defense has not given up a score in 14 red zone possessions.
Hooker off play action. Inside the 10-yard line. Down to about the 5-yard line. That should be good for a first down, a gain of 11. Ramel Keaton playing in place of Cedric Tillman. He made a terrific diving catch in last week's win, or a couple of weeks ago, against Florida. A crease. Jabari Small just short of the goal line inside the 2. Flag down in the end zone.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 5. Half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
So Jay Ward commits the personal foul. That'll put the ball just inside the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal, and boy, this offense likes to motor.
It's 20 seconds between when the play gets dead previously, ball snapped, until the next ball gets snapped. Imagine the communication that everybody's get on the same page defensively.
Up the middle, Jabari Small, a Tennessee touchdown. Rocky Top strikes first, the 5th rushing touchdown of the season for Jabari Small. McGrath tacks on the point, and it is 7-0 Tennessee.
Well, it starts off with the kickoff, and Jack Bech coming up. Ball goes through his hands, recovery by Tennessee, and then let's credit Tennessee offensively. Couple runs, ball out to the outside, and then Jabari Small follows his senior tight end, Preston Fant, off the right edge. Beautiful job by Tennessee capitalizing off that early mistake from LSU. And one of the things that Tennessee has really become almost a program landmark under Josh Heupel is how good they play early on in football games. They score almost 14 points a game in the first quarter, so they game plan well, they start hot, their offense comes out and does a great job of execution, certainly aided there by LSU.
Well, they're now outscoring their opponents this season in the first quarter, 48-10 after that opening touchdown. Of course, if the opposition hands you a giveaway at their own 25-yard line, you're bound to get off to a good start.
Let's credit them, though. I mean, LSU's defense in the second half, 14 straight possessions of not giving up any score. That's well done.
Bech with a fair catch this time. Back to the goal line, so it will come out to the 25-yard line. So our first look now at the offense for LSU. Much like Hendon Hooker, Jaden Daniels, a transfer quarterback. He was the #2 dual threat quarterback in our ESPN 300 back in 2019 before beginning his career at Arizona State. Spent 3 seasons there before transferring over to LSU after the 2021 season. 4th in the SEC in total QBR. But there has been some drama between he and his receivers and the lack of production at times for this LSU offense. He'll start through the air. Long throw to the outside of the freshman tight end Mason Taylor. And Chris, how about that drama between Jaden Daniels and his pass catchers?
He tried to address it this week. He called a players-only meeting with his wide receivers to get on the same page. He said, we have to have each other's back. And he goes, it's up to me. We have a talented wide receiver core. I got to get the ball in your hands.
And can they unleash Kayshon Boutte today? He's the middleman, trips to the far side. Instead, they're going to run it with Josh Williams on 2nd down and 5, so now it will be 3rd down and 3.
Well, Boutte is one of the most talented players in college football. If he came out and decided he wanted to go to the NFL today, he's probably a top 15, top 20 pick. Todd's going to talk a lot about that. They got to move him around a little bit, though, and kind of force feed him the football. He's that talented of a player.
He's in the slot left on 3rd down. There's the slant right through the hands of Boutte and incomplete.
And they do a good job putting him in the slot. They get pressure and he replaces. Watch it how it's on his back right shoulder, though. Too talented of a player to let that drop happen, I will say that. But also, you'd love to see Jaden Daniels, who has had some struggle, put that ball right on his face mask. It's a 7-yard throw. 2 good players not executing at the highest level possible.
Jay Bramblett will punt it away to D. Williams, who's playing for the first time this season today. And Bramblett just gets it away, and it's a good kick. From the 16, Williams makes the first man miss. Gets loose. Williams with another gear. Down the sideline, only the punter to beat. And Bramblett saves a touchdown.
Talked about Tennessee starts early on in football games. What a beautiful job of blocking, right? Good vision. There's a seam, burst through. Do not let the punter take you down. Awesome job by Bramlett, saving a touchdown. But Tennessee, first possession off a turnover, second possession, both inside the 30-yard line, giving America's best offense right now short fields. Can't let the punter tackle you. Only McAfee can tackle you.
It's 1st and 10. Right back where the first possession after a special teams mishap for LSU started for Tennessee. Little wide receiver screen, eating down the sideline. Boy, Dan, we spent all week analyzing offense, analyzing defense. We spend very little time talking about special teams. How about special teams in the first stanza of this game? It's completely flipped the script.
Absolutely. Number 18 in America has been gifted twice.
Small, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Micah Baskerville in pursuit. He gets the start today at linebacker. And now it's 3rd down and 2.
In these 32 situations, Tennessee plays so spread out offensively. Often they like to shrink down. Look at the formation now with all 10 guys stacked in the middle.
Nothing doing. Greg Brooks knifes his way down the line of scrimmage to bring down Small. And now it's 4th down. Looks like Tennessee, without hesitation, was thinking about going for it. Now they will send the field goal group out to try to make it an early 2-score game.
I'm surprised by this decision out of Josh Heupel. Talked about the first possession as a gift out of LSU. You get the big punt return. You got America's best offense, Hendon Hooker, at the quarterback spot. I would have thought he would be more aggressive here.
35-yarder for Chase McGrath. And he's got it. 10-0 Tennessee. It's Brian Kelly's team down early.
If you know, you know.
Crispy corners, sauce on top.
If you know, you know.
Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut, just $12.99. You are trouble. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
5-Hour Energy, because it's time for some exercise with your best friend, of course, and he can go a long time. So you're going to need some energy, lots of energy. 5-Hour Energy for every adventure together.
Take an afternoon break to see your next home. Or maybe the evening is better. Or maybe right after coffee. With flexible and easy ways to start scheduling a tour, there's no place like Zillow.
As someone living with type 2 diabetes, I want to keep it real and talk about some risks. With type 2 diabetes, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or death. Even at your A1C goal, you're still at risk, which if ignored could bring you here. May put you in one of those, or even worse. Too much? That's the point. Get real about your risks and do something about it. Talk to your healthcare provider about ways to lower your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death. Learn more at getrealaboutdiabetes.com.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick. He would come every day to help me walk again. And now I'm back. This is a reminder
that love endures all.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Dr. Pepper wants to keep your college dreams alive with the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway. This year, you could win up to $100,000 for tuition, books, or whatever else you need for school. So dream big. Learn how to enter at drpeppertuition.com.
Seriously? Now there's a hole in your defense. Look at the size of that. Gap! Is that a goat?
You talking about me?
I think this goat is saying gap.
Must be talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
So who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close that gap?
Aflac, gap, Aflac, gap.
It's about to go down, baby.
Aflac.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
It all started when we showed up in Austin waving a Wazoo flag. Then it kind of became an obsession. After 15 years, game day finally came to Washington State. Now we keep doing it because game day isn't just a day, it's a lifestyle.
ESPN College Football is presented by Marathon. Get the most out of your drive. And in part by DirecTV. Get your TV together.
Plenty of orange here in Baton Rouge. This is only the 15th all-time pre-noon kickoff here at Tiger Stadium. They were in the building, certainly. It didn't seem to bother them. They all set their alarms.
The place is filled, let's just say that. And it's been since about 5 a.m.
Besh from the 4. This one he's going to try to run back. And he won't get far. Our first opportunity to say hi to Matt Barry.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. Time now for your AT&T 5G studio update. Michigan, as expected, making some quick work of Indiana. First drive of the game. Watch this run by Blake Corum. Had 4 50-plus yard runs last year. This is first of the season. Initially ruled a touchdown, called down at the 1. No worries, he would punch it in one play later. Michigan up 7-0 on Indiana.
Now, Matt, it's 10-0 here, and special teams the #1 reason why. Josh Williams to the left of Jaden Daniels in the shotgun, and they get Booty on a jet sweep. He's going to get bottled up near the line of scrimmage. Maybe found his way through traffic for a yard. But in case you're just joining us, Jack Besh muffs the opening kick. Short field for Tennessee. They go in for a touchdown, and D. Williams with a 58-yard punt return. And a good job by the LSU defense to get a stop and hold to only a field goal. Play action, the blitz picked up. All day to throw for Daniels. He gets to the sideline, nowhere to go with the football, and gets chased out of bounds. Roman Harrison bumped him out. Let's get to the impact players.
Well, for LSU offensively, we already talked about Kayshon Boutte. He has not been an impactful player so far this year. For them to win today, he's going to have to be. And then Jeremy Banks, 5th-year senior linebacker, their most physical player on their team, certainly on their defense. He's going to have a big afternoon, both in coverage and against the run.
Too many men on the field for LSU.
Legal substitution, offense, 12 players in formation, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 13. Trips to the wide side of the field, and Kayshon Boutte in the middle of that trip set. Underneath, the catch made by Besh. Out across the 25-yard line, he's got the first down. Huge early 3rd down conversion for LSU. Boy, they needed that badly.
Now, I think Besh needs to play a little bit more left side of your screen. Stick route, ball out on time. Now catch and get vertical. Good job of him splitting those 2 defenders. What a big conversion. Safe play call by LSU, but you get the ball into a playmaker's hands, he does something with it. I think LSU needs to play with tempo. Don't allow Jaden Daniels to think so much pre-snap.
Swing pass to Williams. Speed down the sideline. A first down and more. Near midfield before he's finally brought down. He picked up 20. Marion McDonald eventually tracked him down.
I love that. You get the bench bunch to the field, you motion. It's essentially a long handoff in your run game. Now you have something going. Back-to-back first downs. Again, I want to see pace out of this offense. Let Jaden Daniels be a reactor more than a pre-snap thinker.
Hand off to Williams. He picks up about 4. What do you mean when you say that about Daniels? What do you see that he's not reacting and he's maybe thinking too much?
Paralysis by analysis. He looks at things so long and he wants to be so good and not hurt his team that he starts to overthink things. What are the bad stuff that can happen rather than just go trust your eyes and your natural instincts when you play fast.
There's a little pop pass to Boutte. And it looks like he's got the first down. And something Brian Kelly told us yesterday, Dan, that I think was interesting. He said, we have not thrown an interception yet this season. I think that's a bad thing.
And that's why I often say for quarterbacks, you don't want to protect the football, you value it. You protect your kids. If you protect the ball, it's never going to be in harm's way. You're never going to be aggressive with it. They have to be aggressive with the football in their pass game.
Tennessee had to call timeout on defense as they had too many men on the field. So we'll step aside. The Vols with the early 2-score lead.
Here we go! Let's go blue and white! We got this! You go
Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance, because you never know where life is going to take you.
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible. And you'll get our best deal.
Nice. But everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal on every iPhone.
Best one yet.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off iPhone 14 Pro.
Are you coming for my job?
Around here, Saturdays don't just happen. Saturdays are in the details. It takes the X's, the O's, and the T's. The bounces, the flips, and the flights. The bulldog, the bear, and the beads of sweat. It takes this moment and this moment. When anything can happen, every detail counts. Pfizer and the SEC are teaming up to remind fans to get an updated COVID-19 booster shot.
Red Bull gives you wings.
When it comes to doing, getting what you need starts with our app. Need it today? Pick it up curbside. Need it to you? We deliver. Your trunk? Our trucks. However you get it, we've got you. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Whoa! Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
We return with today's road test, brought to you by Goodyear. And so far, the Vols passing the road test, helped out by the Besh Muff on the opening kick of the game. And they were able to go over with the short field, Jabari Small's 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Then D. Williams in the lineup for the first time this season. Gets into the act with a 58-yard punt return, saved only by the punter Jay Bramlett, or he would have gone the distance. That resulted in a field goal for Tennessee, and the Vols have the 10-0 lead. Bob Wischusen, Dan Orlovsky, Chris Budden, Todd McShay, all with you here at Death Valley. And after the Tennessee defensive timeout, an empty backfield for Jaden Daniels. John Emery in the game for the first time, shifts to Daniels' right. A keeper for Daniels, has a crease, and there's a face mask. Tack 15 extra on as the flags fly from everywhere. Jeremy Banks got the mask, and this will put LSU down to the 20-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 33, 15-yard penalty to the end of the run, automatic first down.
Yeah, watch Mason Taylor, the tight end. He's going to lead and become the blocker as the ball fake goes that way. The defensive end squeezing. Jaden Daniels now has a big body leading on a smaller body perimeter-wise, and that helps that run. You're going to see the tug of the face mask right there. I believe that's Jeremy Banks on Jaden Daniels. It's also something that I would like to see more of the LSU offense. Those designed zone run concepts to allow Jaden's athleticism to impact their offense.
Emery bottled up right at the 20-yard line. No gain on first down. Dominic Bailey in on the stop for Tennessee.
Emery's such a physical presence for this offense. He is by far their best tailback. He's their most explosive of their group as well. If they can consistently use him in their run game, the ask out of Jaden Daniels will become so much easier.
Last week against Auburn, John Emery had a grown man touchdown run.
Yeah, he did.
And it was a game changer. Here he is again. Can't break free. It's a gain of 2. Again, Bailey, part of the group up front to make the stop for Tennessee. So now a big 3rd down in the red zone for the Bayou Bengals. 3rd down and 8.
So right now, Jaden Daniels, you got points. So the big thing is do not run around and try to do something that is going to hurt your team. If you get pressure because both tackles are out, put your foot in the ground and go become an athlete.
Here comes a blitz. Out of the pocket is Daniels. He's going to try and run for it, and he'll get down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. They'll actually mark him down, it looks like, at the 14, so it's 4th down and 4. And the offense looking over to the sideline to see what the coach wants to do.
I love the decision by Daniels. If I was Brian Kelly, I'd think about kicking this. The momentum has been so heavy on Tennessee's side to start this game. To go get points here, you'd feel good about this possession.
It looks like the offense will stay on the field and go for it.
Look for crossers out of his bunch concept, crossing the middle of the field.
Booty in motion. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. A check down. Reaching the ball out as Booty didn't get it to the line again. Let's see. Very close, but it looks like he's short. Kayshon Booty reached the ball out, but didn't get it to the 10-yard line. It's a turnover on downs, and Tennessee will have it when we come back, Dan.
What a great job by the Tennessee defense, finding a way to get off the field. LSU goes aggressive, turnover on downs.
Coffee?
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. It's a good life, it's a good vibe, it's a good time. Yo, let me show you something. Yo, let me show you something. Yo, let me show you something. Yo, let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Your granddaughter's gonna love that.
Third-generation sailor.
Sailor? Make sure she joins USAA.
My family loves USAA. We've been members for 40 years. But you can keep trying, though.
USAA. It's for the military community.
When you really need TV, count on Dish's 99% signal reliability. Any time of year.
Should we do the cake?
Is it sugar-free? Dish. Tuned into you.
It takes a fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins and late shifts, good days and bad ones. But you'll never quit because you're in this together. It won't always be easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey. What's all this?
I had McDonald's money.
Oh.
Buy one of your faves, like a Quarter Pounder with cheese or 10-piece chicken McNuggets, and get another for just $1, only at McDonald's.
I'm very proud to be a correctional officer. I've done it 26 years, and I love it.
They need someone to help them get back on that track, and I like being that person. I love what I do.
At Core Civic, there's so much to learn.
Once you find out that you can make a difference in a person's life, it makes a difference in your life, too.
It's definitely a challenge, but it's a good challenge.
If you want to make a difference, here's your opportunity.
Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. I'm feeling super duper. Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. Yeah, welcome to the future.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Santa Fe. Now get a Santa Fe for 1.9% APR. As always, with Hyundai complimentary maintenance. Visit your local Hyundai dealer.
They reviewed the spot of the booty reach while we were away. The call on the field stands. So Dan, Tennessee with a takeaway on downs.
This moment right now, freeze it. Like, see that? He trips over Emory Jones, the tackle. Booty's on the ground. They were trying to motion him just to get him into the flat route. And it's really upon Jaden Daniels and the snap point. You got to let him basically get to the tackle clear, and then ball gets snapped.
Well, here's the first chance for LSU's defense, at least, with field position on their side. A screen out to Small, and Jabari Small up the sideline, out of bounds at the 14-yard line for a gain of 3.5. Hooker avoids a sack, gets loose, out to the 25-yard line. Boy, just a subtle little shoulder duck gets Hendon Hooker out of trouble. He picks up 11.
Great decision making in the midst of chaos. Had really two options to push the ball downfield, aggressively chose not to. Great decision.
Up the middle goes Small for 4 or 5 more. How about this composure in the pocket?
Yeah, watch it. He really wants to go right now the middle of the field. That right there in that moment, his ability to kind of, nope, I don't want to do that, tuck the ball down and become a runner is something that he's done really special this year.
Brew McCoy gets a block and a stiff arm down the sideline across the 50-yard line to the LSU 46 before he is finally brought down.
This is just getting a big player with the ball in space. McCoy just a 3-step little hitch. You got blockers out front. He's a big-time bowling ball with the ball in his hands. The transfer from USC, 6'3", 220 pounds. Said the best decision he's made in his life is going from USC to Tennessee. He's come on the past couple weeks.
Now, offensive coordinator Alex Golish, we met with him yesterday. He said we didn't really have or know what we had in Brew McCoy until we got him on the practice field.
And I think the thing that he kind of stood out to them when it came to Brew was how good he is with ball in hand, and that plays a perfect example of it.
Tennessee beats the play clock as they were substituting. There's McCoy again. Another first down.
You know, Bobby, one of these things with the Tennessee offense is the receivers play so close to the sidelines, 53 1/3 yards wide. It stretches you out defensively. It creates you to play a little soft on the corner because it's so many one-on-one matchups. And if you lose that one-on-one matchup with all the space that is there, there's big-time plays waiting to be happened. So, you know, a lot of the things for their offense is pitch and catch to the perimeter.
Jalen Wright, a good run on first down, and that quick tempo pitch and catch neutralizes these pass rushers. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, B.J. Ojolari, he could wreck the game. Hard to get to the quarterback if it's out.
Because it's coming out so fast. And as a defense, it forces such a high level of communication and discipline.
Right again. Popped at the line of scrimmage and driven back, but it looks like he moved the pile. And he's got the first down.
Going back to that scramble by Hendon Hooker, that's the thing I think he does the best for this offense. They play so fast pre-snap, but he plays so slow post-snap with his decision-making.
Play action. He's out of the pocket again. He's going to hoist one towards the end zone, incomplete. Hooker did not get nearly the mustard on that pass that he wanted, intended for Ramel Keaton as he was fighting his way through contact. Good coverage by Colby Richardson.
Really good job by LSU defensively, keeping him in the pocket and then collapsing on him. And then Richardson getting in a fight with Keaton downfield. That's a win for this LSU defense, trying to, as many times as you can, win early downs in the red zone against this volunteer offense.
Right. Spun down after a gain of a couple. Greg Penn was able to make the hit and bring him down after a gain of only 2. So a big third down coming here. And it looks like Jalen Wright lost his helmet, so he has to leave the field for at least one play. Jabari Small is back in. How about these incredibly wide splits as well for these receivers for Tennessee?
Yeah, they stretch it down the sideline. It's all about creating space in the middle of the field, really. Now, if they're going to win, LSU, this guy and that guy better have a big down right here. 18, Ojulari, 11, Ali Gay. They got to get after the quarterback on this down.
Four-man rush. Hooker to the back right corner of the end zone. That must have been a miscommunication. Jalen Hyatt was the closest to it, but he broke his route off just inside the 5-yard line.
Really good job by Ojulari, left side right there. Dip inside, that forces Hendon Hooker to move. Miscommunication between him and his receivers. How about the LSU defense so far? 3 times ball's gotten really in the red zone. They have forced at least 2 field goal attempts.
This one from 38 yards away for Chase McGrath. And the grad transfer from USC is 2 for 2. So it's a 13-0 Vols lead. Back to Matt Barron.
All right, big game, Bob. A couple of games around the country. We got that Red River Showdown State Fair of Dallas, Texas. Bijan Robinson takes it in. Texas takes a 7-0 lead early against OU. What about Mississippi State? Took A&M to the shed a week ago. Will Rogers here to Jaden Wally for the touchdown. 14-0. Arkansas just went for it on 4th down and goal. Didn't get it. Still 14-0.
We've got a 13-0 game here with 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. A game dominated so far by Tennessee, but special teams momentum changing plays early, a big reason why this is a 13-0 Vols lead.
A little bit of mistake too, right? Out of LSU, the fumble by Besh on the opening kickoff, and then that 4th down in the red zone where they go aggressive and try to get the ball to Booty, and he trips over the tackle. Without those 2 plays, this game might be very different right now through almost the end of the first quarter.
Paxton Brooks. A short kick, and this time a fair catch called for at the 10-yard line by Besh. Let's take a look at our weekend wake-up, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. And full day of college football coming up later on ABC, the SEC Network as well. Ole Miss will take on Vanderbilt at 4 Eastern. Ohio State and Michigan State. Clemson, BC tonight at 7:30 on ABC.
Be interesting to see if Will Levis plays for Kentucky. You know, a big part of their offense. High first-round draft pick.
West Weeks, a backup middle linebacker, is being helped off the field for LSU.
So, Bobby, for LSU offensively, a couple of things that I've liked. They've played with that tempo, which has allowed their offense to have some consistent success. They've pushed the ball to the perimeter, both in the run game and some of the obvious passes, some of the perimeter screens. They got to continue with that. They've moved Booty around a little bit to try to get him his touches. So they've had some early success. They just got to continue to lean into that. And then in those situational football moments, Jaden Daniels and his perimeter players have got to execute.
Well, Dan, there are 5 quarterbacks in FBS that have at least 100 attempts this year without throwing an interception. We've got 2 of the 5 in this game.
They look
Jaden
differently,
Daniels
though,
and
right?
Hendon Hooker, but the numbers outside of that are radically different, aren't they?
Yeah, and Hendon pushes the ball downfield way more than Jaden. Part of their offense, part of his confidence being in the second year of his system.
Pressure up the middle, and Jaden Daniels never had a chance. The freshman, Josh Josephs, just about untouched.
They call this an ET. You're going to watch this guy go in and then Joseph skim underneath. That's great job by Speed. They put him out there on purpose. They understand that Joseph's, the freshman out of Georgia, is an athlete. They want athletes going right up in the middle on early downs at Jaden Daniels. Beautiful 2-man stunt.
7-yard sack on first down. Quarterback run here for Daniels. And he slides to make it 3rd down and manageable. Picked up 9. Third down and 8. Another Tennessee blitz. Long throw. Fit into Malik Neighbors. That was a terrific throw from Jaden Daniels. A tight window. And Neighbors has the third down conversion.
Malik Neighbors, the sophomore, is a prime player. Watch this. Push vertical. Give me speed down the field. Drop your weight. Now pull the ball back to him. Pull him back to the sideline with the ball. That's timing. That's precision. That's exactly what LSU focused on in practice this week. A great connection by the two.
Emery, a jump cut, flag down. He is tough to bring down. Close to a first down if the play stands.
Holding, offense number 50. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's a wasted run, a lot of yards after contact for John Emery, but the holding penalty on the freshman right tackle, Emery Jones.
You're going to see the left arm reach from Bumpus right there. Did they miss a face mask?
Yeah, it looked like Kamal Haddon got his hand up on the face mask, and it wasn't called. So that's a break for Tennessee, as it'll be 1st and 20.
I want to be honest. It almost looks like the reach by Bumpus there sold the flag, because it really didn't look like there was a lot of hold there by Jones. He's pushing. Bumpus reaches. And that kind of leads to that flag.
Four-man rush. Long throw. Ryan Thomas. He's bumped out of bounds by Wesley Walker. Gain of 7. Looks like LSU is going to get at least one more snap off before the end of the quarter.
You got soft coverage to the bottom of the screen. You can throw and catch.
Again, a four-man rush. Reaching up, climbing the ladder, Brian Thomas. He might have the first down. He's within a yard of it as he is brought down at the 46. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. And it looks like it will be 3rd down and 1 for LSU to start the second quarter. Special teams, a big reason why Tennessee has the early lead. Bash the muff. The touchdown run got things started for Jabari Small.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get ready for the workday.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I know. I bought it using the cash rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without them. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. No. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie.
Now earn up to 1.75% cash back on all purchases. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Guys, I got a game today. I need a ride.
But it's only Saturday.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. College kid.
Who took my helmet?
Ready.
Ugh! Where are my socks?
I need more club.
Have you seen my pads?
Fashion.
I'm coming, Baker.
So where are we headed this week?
Texas.
Texas. Road trip.
I'll remember that chapter of my life forever. We laughed. We cried. We protected that Progressive Home and Auto bundle day and night. We left our blood, sweat, and tears on that yard. Well, Jamie did anyway.
My operator said, hey, one of our regular customers had a heart transplant recently. Would you be okay with me introducing you to them? I was like, absolutely, man.
That's when I got to meet Brian. We've both had a heart transplant,
and love Chick-fil-A. Brian represents older me because of what he's been through.
I was so happy to be able to be that person in Shay's life.
It's nice knowing someone in the community able to talk to you like that.
I'm glad that I'm in this journey, in this story right now with Shay.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common. We all want the incredible new iPhone 14 Pro. Now at T-Mobile. T-Mobile gives you Apple TV Plus included. So watch your favorite Apple originals on iPhone's most advanced display ever. Get iPhone 14 Pro on us with Apple TV Plus included. Now at T-Mobile.
That is hockey.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge and welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. I am getting hungrier and hungrier looking at these tailgates. ESPN College Football presented by Marathon. Feels like a marathon till I have a chance to sample that after the game. Start of the second quarter. 3rd down and 1 for LSU. Down a couple of touchdowns. Bob Wischusen, Dan Orlovsky, and Chris Budden, and Todd McShay, all here at Tiger Stadium. Two tight ends on 3rd down and short. Play action. Daniels looking downfield. He wanted a big one. Instead, he's out of the pocket and has to throw it away. 4th down and 1 near midfield.
The only way that you call that play call is if you are anticipating going for it on 4th down. You're taking a shot on 3rd and 1. I think Tennessee gets away with a little bit of a tug. Brian Kelly frustrated. But the only reason you call that play is if you have made the decision beforehand that you're going to be aggressive on 4th.
Same group on the field. 2 tight ends. Ray Jenkins in motion again. Straight ahead run. Extra effort. Josh Williams is not going to get there. Tennessee does it again on 4th down. Karat Garland, Aaron Beasley, both in the mix for the Vols.
Bobby, watch Beasley shoot the A-gap in between the center and guard right now. Bop! Right there. Totally stops that play before it happens. Lines up at a little bit of depth, shoots the gap. What incredible play by Beasley. Senior, very talented blitzer, and they put him right in the middle of that defense and said, you trigger off that center snap. And he met Josh Williams right in that hole.
Tennessee is the #1 scoring team in the SEC, #2 in the nation. As Hooker looks downfield in the end zone, he's got Hyatt for the touchdown. One snap, Jalen Hyatt to the house. You're asking for trouble, Dan, when you give the #1 offense in your league 3 possessions on your side of the 50, and that's what Tennessee has had.
That's a great point. Tennessee has remained aggressive offensively. LSU has put their defense in a little bit of harm's way with some mistakes. Tennessee capitalizes.
The defense gets it done, Dan, and the offense capitalizes.
Great stop defensively by Tennessee. They come right back on the field and say, we got Jalen Hyatt, a slot receiver that can run with anybody in America. Hendon Hooker did a beautiful job, a ball fake. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You've put your dreams on hold. Remember this? But I spoke to our advisor, and our Vanguard investments are on track. You got this, babe. So go do what you love. Thanks. for being our superhero.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner, giving you flexibility to follow your dreams. That's the value of ownership.
Okay, we'd open with creaky footsteps. Scary music goes all intense. The couple jumps up like, what is that? They scream, ah! And you go, it's the money you could save by bundling your home and car insurance! Whoa! Money shoots out from drawers, vents from under the bed. The couple's screaming, ah! Ah!
Wait, wouldn't they be happy about the savings?
They're scared of how happy savings make them feel.
Oh, of course.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
The chef's chicken sandwiches at Panera, freshly prepared with clean ingredients, spark an explosion of the senses. So when you finally taste it, it just confirms this is fantastic. And only at Panera. $1 delivery fee on our app.
Start your season of savings now with Target Deal Days. 3 days to score early Black Friday deals on thousands of items. Event ends Saturday. Get low prices and great deals so you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
Everybody ready for a Big Ten East collision.
Ohio State at Michigan State today on ABC.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wednesday nights on MTV are all about teamwork. First, the Challenge Ride or Dies is making history.
This season, you're gonna need support. Luckily for you, you got to bring your own.
And then the competition gets even more personal with Love at First Live. Some of these ride or die couples are totally faking their relationship.
We've been dating for a year or 2 years.
Who will come out on top?
Get out of my face.
And whose lies will shock everybody.
If they can fake that, then they should win an Oscar.
One epic night of premieres begins with the Challenge Ride or Dies, Wednesday at 8, followed by Love at First Live. Watch on MTV.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Plenty of potential NFL talent in this matchup between LSU and Tennessee. Tennessee with a 3-touchdown lead, even without Cedric Tillman unable to play today. And we've got Todd McShay, our draft expert, with us to talk more about these guys. And Paxton Brooks sends it deep. And this will come out to the 25-yard line on the touchback. Todd.
Yeah, I've been so impressed. And talked to Dan, too, about this. First of all, the patience for Hendon Hooker, and also just understanding what's going on in the pocket presence that he has. He's mobile, but even watching Will Levis, who's going to be a first-round pick out of Kentucky last week, he doesn't have the same presence that Hendon Hooker does. And the other thing that Hooker does so well is the deep ball. He just understands trajectory, timing, when to get the ball out, and then the ball placement down the field. He's without Cedric Tillman, who's another first-round prospect that we're talking about, a wide receiver, but he's got plenty of speed, and we're seeing that so far from this Tennessee offense.
I completely agree, Todd. We just saw the deep ball. That throw that he just hit on the touchdown to Jalen Hyatt is absolutely perfect. It's out of his hand on time. The trajectory of the throw, it's perfect no matter if the coverage is there or not. The pocket movement is something that is such an underrated thing, and it's also a testament to Hendon because of the reps he has in college football. He's played a lot of football, and he has developed that sense in the pocket and feel-off color that is sometimes impossible to simulate.
Jaden Daniels missed Jaray Jenkins. It'll be 2nd down and 10. This drive starting at the 30-yard line because Tennessee was offside on the kick. So they got 5 yards, did LSU, but now they've got a lineman down. That's Garrett Dellinger, the left guard. That is down and hurt. So already without their left tackle, LSU, now they're starting left guard. Seems to be holding that right knee as we check in with Matt Barry.
All right, big game, Bob. Offense not an issue early on for the Texas Longhorns. Quinn Ewers slings it to Xavier Worthy. It is Longhorns 14-0 over Oklahoma. Plus some defense at the Swamp. You know, there's a lot of Jalen and Jaden's playing college football. This Jaden Hill, sprint 6, 10-0 Gators over Missouri.
Dellinger being walked off the field as we welcome you back here to Death Valley. It doesn't look like he's putting much weight on that injured knee. Back to the numbers you were just discussing, though, Dan, on Hooker with Todd. At Tennessee now.
Yep.
In a year plus, he's got 40 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. Those are Aaron Rodgers numbers.
Again, a little bit is because of the way that they play in the space that's created, but you still have to go make those throws, and he has made some high-level throws that if it was C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, we would be raving about across the country.
Daniels, one-on-one down the sideline, incomplete for Mason Taylor. LSU doing a pretty good job of picking up the blitz, but Daniels and his receivers have not been able to take advantage.
Yeah, Tennessee comes after him. It's a pretty good ball when it comes to placement by Jaden Daniels. There, Mason Taylor, the freshman from Plantation, Florida, is going to be a tremendous player. Great genes with his father, but they are asking a lot out of that young man.
3rd down and 10.
Jaden's done a great job in these situations of being a runner when it's presented himself.
5-man rush over the middle into a tight window. He's got Neighbors. Flag down. 1st down. It's a gain of 15. It might be 15 more on top.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 5. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
I love this out of Jaden. So you're going to go out to in route. You got to trust your eyes, though. This is beautiful. Right now, he's peeking here. It's not there because he's pulled that defender this way. Now you snap back and you replace it right in that free window or voided zone. That's a great job by Jaden Daniels. Trusting what his eyes tell him. Aggressive throw. 1 to 2. You rip the in route to Neighbors. That's 2 plays. We throw the hook route to Brian Thomas last quarter, and then that throw to Neighbors. They didn't make those throws in the first month of this season.
Daniels again squeezes it into a tight window. And he's got about a 7, maybe an 8-yard completion to Kyron Lacey. Chris.
And Bob, it was throws like those that Jaden Daniels told me this week he felt like he wasn't making. He was too scared, too trying to be perfect. He said, I'm letting my teammates down. This week, this has been the focal point at practice, being okay fitting it in a tight window.
2nd down and short here, and that time the ball fake didn't work. Danico Slaughter had Daniels as his responsibility, and he made a nice tackle. We're in the 2nd quarter, and Dan, why do you think this is? Why is he so much better a quarterback in the 2nd and 4th quarter?
Part of it is you get into a little bit of the rhythm of the game in the 2nd quarter, and then you go to halftime, and then you get into the rhythm of the game as you get into 4th quarter. Urgency, I think, is a big thing. He gets a little bit more urgent at the end of the half and at the end of the game. The more and more he just gets comfortable trusting his eyes, the better as a player he is.
Blitz on 3rd down. Daniels under pressure. And he goes down back at the 43-yard line. Latrell Bumpus got through first. It's a loss of 8.
Really a 5-man front, but an internal stunt. I want everyone to watch. These guys' job is to play pick game, okay, defensively. And then what happens is you wrap around. You collapse the middle of that defensive line. You wrap around with Bumpus, and it becomes a sack. They put 5 guys across the line of scrimmage. A pick game internally. Bump the center off. The guard has to follow. Bumpus replaces. They've done a great job so far defensively in their stunt game in passing situations.
Bramblett will try and pin Tennessee deep if he can. And it just rolls into the end zone. So Tennessee will have it at their own 20-yard line when we come back. The pass rush gets home on Jaden Daniels.
Choose. There's no way he's gonna make it. Rules are rules.
Oh, come on, man. I just wanted a breakfast crunch wrap.
Sorry, there's nothing I can do, Devontae. It's lunchtime now. If I make an exception for you, I have to make an exception for everybody.
Who is everybody?
That's a good point. I have to ask my manager.
There's more people back there?
There's like a bunch of us. Dan?
On October 21st.
Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me.
It's Clooney versus Roberts.
We used to be married. Worst 19 years of my life. And there she is.
Oh, looks like someone upgraded.
At least when I date, it's age appropriate.
Ticket to Paradise. Rated PG-13.
This year, Prime members get holiday deals before anyone else, which means you're kind of a big deal. The Prime Early Access Sale on October 11th and 12th, only for Prime members.
Whether you're looking to buy something on the small side, or the medium side, or, wow, that's really big. Zillow Home Loans can get you the mortgage you need, so you can get the home you want. For financing made simple, there's no place like Zillow.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Seriously? Now there's a hole in your defense. Look at the size of that. Gap! Is that a goat?
You talking about me?
I think this goat is saying gap.
Must be talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
So who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close that gap?
Aflac, Gap, Aflac, Gap.
It's about to go down, baby.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
ESPN College Football, presented by Marathon, is brought to you by Taco Bell. Vote for this month's Live Más student section on the Taco Bell app. And Goodyear. Discover the possibilities. Goodyear, more driven.
Tennessee and LSU have certainly created drama over the years. How about Rohan Davies starting off the millennium with an overtime touchdown pass? It's a series that has been doubled up by Tennessee. 20-10-3 all-time, the Vols over LSU. But LSU has won the last 5 in a row. Tennessee without a win in this series since 2006. But off to a great start today. Hendon Hooker breaks a tackle and dives out for a gain of 5 to begin this drive as Ali Gay missed the tackle.
Look how wide these splits are, Bob. The space that's created in the middle of the field for that.
A dive for about 3, maybe 4.
You know, when you play so wide and spread out offensively, 1, it creates a bunch of one-on-one matchups. 2, your offensive line knows I really only got to block the people in the box because bodies are so far to the sideline.
Dylan Sampson, the true freshman tailback, got the ball to 3rd down and 1 and stays in there to try to keep the drive alive. Still time on the play clock. Although it looks like Josh Heupel's going to want a timeout from the sideline before 3rd down and 1. Tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the SEC Network, you can see the latest episode of True South with John T. Edge. He travels around Madisonville and Camp Benton, Tennessee, meeting the locals, eating good food, and talking about the South. Again, that's True South tomorrow night at 8 Eastern on the SEC Network.
You know, Bobby, we've talked a little bit about this Tennessee offense and their splits, right? They really do put people towards the sidelines consistently. And it forces you as a secondary. You got to play. You have to respect it because they'll throw it out there. So you got to play those one-on-ones. And their offensive line, even with the tempo, they don't have to live in a perfect world because the amount of people you could actually have down near the ball is so minimized. And they do this. They spread you out. Now they shrink you down on 3rd and short. He's trying to get into the most ideal direction to run this football. Should be off to his left.
Instead, it's an end around. McCoy's got the 1st down.
Really good job setting the front. McCoy's winged essentially as a tight end, and they just hand it off to him, one of those jet sweeps. He does a good job of just getting vertical. Good play call.
Hooker pulls it down and goes down after a 2-yard gain. Ali Gay held the edge. And again, there are the wide splits for Tennessee with wide receivers outside the numbers. Play action for Hooker. He's going to take a shot, looking for one of those receivers. It's Keaton, flag out. Ramel Keaton will draw a pass interference penalty on Colby Richardson.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
This is the stress, though. It's totally one-on-one. You are completely on an island if you're Richardson. Watch the right arm grab the shoulder there. Absolutely the right call. But that's that feeling. We've harped on these splits, and you've heard the phrase, well, corners on an island. Because of that split, he truly is one-on-one on that island, and Tennessee is unapologetic about taking their shots.
We've always heard in the NFL, there's a lot of teams copying the Sean McVay, keep the receivers kind of in tight to the formation, and then let them run out to that space. This is the opposite, but at times, Dan, has the same effect.
Well, look at all the area now that you've created, right? You've got so much of a vacancy in the middle of the field. And this play's a perfect example of it, Bob. You can get soft at the corner position, and we see throws like that, or you can play press like we just saw Richardson do, and that's when Tennessee's like, okay, my quarterback doesn't have to make perfect throws. We win at the line of scrimmage. We've got a chance to go get one-on-one with a ton of area.
And they'll run it on 2nd and 5 with Dylan Sampson. Only a gain of a yard, so another chance for the LSU defense to try to get a stop on 3rd down. And down 20-0, 5 minutes gone by in the second. This is a big one. LSU's defense needs a stop. They'll bring a blitz. Hawker's blown up behind the line. It's picked up by the freshman Sampson. Dylan Sampson breaks a tackle, tries to get to the first down marker, and gets bumped out of bounds 2 yards short. Greg Brooks came untouched, and you can see Hooker paid the price. A flag down as well. It looks like maybe the flag has been picked up.
To the left side of our screen, Greg Brooks, bot right there. You got a true freshman tailback in there, Dylan Sampson. He does a great job of picking it up, but that's a good job by LSU attacking that young player with the secondary pressure.
And after Hooker took that hit, they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Play clock down to 4. Down to 2, he's looking over. Play clock at 1. Will they get a timeout called? And it looks like they will. Tennessee calls timeout before 4th and 2.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones.
That's right.
But what if I'm already a customer?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam.
Yeah. Oh, same deal.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Oh, it's a great deal. What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Hey, but what about for existing
Oh,
customers?
it's the same deal.
Is he okay?
It's not complicated. With AT&T, new and existing customers get our best deals on every smartphone.
I've always loved building things. Not just structures and skyscrapers, but teams who make it all possible. After all, we wouldn't be where we are today without them. So we made sure that, like these buildings, their futures may also stand the test of time.
If you know, you know.
Crispy corners, sauce on top.
If you know, you know.
Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut, just $12.99. You are trouble. No one outpizzas the Hut.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut-rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
On a Fansville homecoming by Dr. Pepper.
Surprise!
CJ, we weren't expecting you.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing here? Hey, go State. You replaced me with star quarterback Bryce Young?
We could never replace you.
Here's your Dr. Pepper mom. Mom?
It's just a silly nickname.
You came up with Dad for me. Here you go, kid. Huh. They're my family now, CJ.
Next time on Fansville.
Hey, brother. Get out of my room!
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Are you ready for football? Are you dreaming for football?
I love you, Josh Allen.
Are you crafting, prepping, and screaming for football? Good. Then you're ready.
Matt Barry in our college football studios with an update. TCU completed a 99-yard drive here. Kendra Miller touchdown. Frogs up 10-0. Kansas, however, moving the ball. Plus, it is all Longhorns. Keelan Robinson and Quinn Ewers takes it up the left side. 21-0 Texas.
After Tennessee's final time out of the first half, they're going for it, Dan, keeping their foot on the gas pedal, 4th and 2. Your thoughts?
I think they should punt here. Then LSU has no good momentum going in this game. Don't give them a short field.
Small empties the backfield. Hendon Hooker, shovel pass, and it works to perfection. 4th down and 2. They keep that foot on the gas pedal, and Princeton fan has the first down.
Yeah, a little shovel pass coming right at you, that defensive end. Gay goes upfield, and you just dump it off underneath the fan. He gets it by about 1.5 yards. Aggressive play call by Josh Heupel. Must have been something situationally he loved to make that call.
It's almost like dipping into the playbook for your best 2-point conversion play.
Yeah, you're trying to get
like
3-4 yards. Totally.
That kind of play. And it works perfectly. Wide receiver screen. Heaton had to reach out for it. The officials don't play the play dead, but it was obviously a forward pass as Jarek Bernard Converse scooped it up and headed the opposite direction, but the incompletion will make it 2nd down and 10.
This now becomes a mandatory win series for LSU. 2nd and 10 against this offense that is so predicated on the first down and then tempo.
Aaron pass from Hooker. He had Jalen Hyatt set up for a screen as LSU was very slow to trot players out there defensively, and they dodged one.
Last time Tennessee had 3rd and obvious passing situations, it was Ali Gay to get off the field with a rush. Talked about those 2 NFL-type pass rushers. This has got to be where they get home.
And this time it looks like Ojulari will line up as an interior pass rusher. He and Gay next to each other. Here comes that rush over the middle, incomplete. Hyatt reached out but couldn't haul it in on 3rd down and 10. And now it's 4th and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's a win for LSU defensively. Force them to get a 4th down conversion, then somehow get off the field and force this punt. Their defense, while giving up that one big play to Hyatt, they're at least keeping them somewhat in this ball game by not giving Tennessee easy touchdowns.
So Paxton Brooks will try and pin LSU as deep as possible. Angles a kick, hoping for his teammates to be down there. Hyatt is. Tennessee, perfectly executed. LSU will start inside their own 5-yard line. Let's check our Aflac trivia question for today. Aflac. All right, Dan, I'm not sure you took a peek at this one. We'll see. 24 years, 8 months, and 25 days. Hendon Hooker is the 2nd oldest active starting quarterback in the SEC. Who's the oldest?
The guy's almost 25.
There's another one out there. That's about 2.5 months older, or so I believe.
You want me to answer it now or wait?
Well, I mean, maybe keep some suspense for the audience.
All right. I think I know it. Got a great haircut.
John Emery to the left of Daniels in the end zone. Daniels to throw. Long throw outside the numbers and finds its way through. Good catch made by DeRay Jenkins.
This is dicey. Jaden Daniels peeks to his right early on to Neighbors and then comes all the way back across the field and throws a stop route. DeRay Jenkins does an awesome job of coming back to the football. And man, that high and away placement by Daniels saves him from a pick six.
Quarterback run for Daniels. Into the secondary, but it looks like we've got a flag down back at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to get holding on LSU.
Offside. Defense number 9. Lined up in the neutral zone at the snap. That penalty is declined. First down.
So it is a first down for LSU as we check in with Chris.
Bob, LSU playing right now without left guard Garrett Dellinger, who has gone into the locker room. The good news is he was able to walk off under his own power, but that is now 2 starting linemen on the left side out for LSU today.
Will Campbell unable to make the start at left tackle as he was hospitalized for dehydration. Now Dellinger out as well. Rolling that way, Daniels. Gets to the sideline, just dumps it off and finds Malik Neighbors, and Neighbors backs his way close to a first down. It's a 9-yard pickup.
How impressive has Malik Neighbors been? He's got tools to be absolutely elite. He's probably emerged this year as their most consistent player at the wide receiver spot. Maybe not most talented with booty, but consistency. Jaden Daniels trusts him. Let's see him press the line of scrimmage, dump the football off.
Emery on 2nd and 1. Didn't get there. Tyler Barron swamps him under at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd down and 1 for LSU.
And right now, if you're offensive coordinator Mike Denbrock, the reality with 2 guys on your left side to Chris's report, how much does that impact your playbook, specifically on downs like this, 3rd and 1, where you normally may have the option to run left, you might lean to your right side since that's your starting unit.
Emery has the first down.
And Jaden Daniels has got to do a good job today. Now in this reality of starting left tackle, starting left guard out, of understanding pressure might come off your backside a little bit quickly. And you've got to do a really good job of having that feel in that sense. Tennessee's going to pressure off of it. Make sure we're trying to move Kayshon Boutte around to get him the touches.
He's in the slot left. Daniels looks right instead. One-on-one down the sideline, incomplete. Hoping for Neighbors. Kamal Haddon looked like he had him blanketed up the sideline with good coverage.
Yeah, stop and go. So Neighbors pushes vertical. Haddon doesn't bite on the double move. Squeezes to the sideline. That's good coverage. Really the discipline of not being aggressive on that first down play call. I don't mind the double move out of LSU. Credit the defense. Kamal Haddon does a really good job of being patient and making sure that he doesn't be overly aggressive.
Brian Thomas got a first down and gets a couple extra after contact. For the Tennessee 37, he's got 20 yards.
Yeah, good job. This is just a stop route. Catch and throw by Jaden Daniels, and Thomas gets the ball in his hands. Guy can do everything for this offense.
And now LSU ups the tempo. Flags everywhere. We'll have to check the penalty marker as Besh makes a catch for 4.
illegal formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That'll make it 1st and 15. Coming up this week on Sunday NFL Countdown before the NFL's most dominant defenders square off. All access with Micah Parsons and Aaron Donald. Plus Randy Moss ranking the best catches from today's college football action. Just kick off your NFL Sunday with NFL Countdown at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow on ESPN. Blitz coming. It gets picked up again. Daniels extending the play. Flag in the secondary. He breaks a tackle. Turns the corner. There goes Jaden Daniels. Scrambles for a first down. And we've got an altercation on the near side of the field between Kamal Haddon and Kayshon Boutte. Couple of different penalty markers thrown. So this all has to now be sorted out by the officials.
I can 100% tell you hadn't tackled Boutte in play.
Holding, defense, number 5. 10-yard penalty added to the end of the run, first down.
So tack on 10 more. And LSU in the red zone trying to get on the board. Remember, Tennessee without any timeouts left, so if you work the clock here a little bit as well, you can help your cause. And the Vols will also start the 3rd quarter with the football. So this is a very important drive for LSU to try to get back in the game.
And I think on this play, just because of the momentum, I want Jaden Daniels on the move. Ball in his hand, let him be creative.
It's a give instead for Josh Williams. He's got a yard and a half. Latrell Bumpus made the stop. LSU, no stranger to comebacks this season. They were down 3 scores to Auburn and found a way on the road to come back and win.
If I'm Mike Denbrock, play caller, this ball is getting into number 7, Kayshon Boutte's hands. He is right here. I'm doing everything I can play call-wise to make sure he gets the ball in this play.
Daniels looks that way. Out of the pocket, and now he's got nowhere to go. Sacked for a loss of about 5. And he gets up with a little hitch in his giddy-up, and now we've got a 3rd down and long for LSU.
Yeah, he's got Jenkins to his left coming underneath Boutte. Ball gets held. That's what I was talking about before in this drive. You got to understand that left tackle's new. There's going to be a little bit quicker clock for you.
One of the great stories in college football, Byron Young got through first for Tennessee. We'll have to hear that story coming up later with Todd McShay. Daniels on 3rd down. Slant. He's got the catch. Leaping for the goal line. Mason Taylor, did he get in? They'll mark him down inside the 1. The freshman tight end picks up 17.
Great job. Left side of the screen. You push vertical with Boutte, and then Taylor slips underneath. Outside leverage on the coverage. Fantastic route design.
1st and goal. Up tempo. The dive at the goal line for Josh Williams. He's in. That's an LSU touchdown. Dan, the Tiger offense struggling to that point. How about a 96-yard touchdown drive to maybe get back in the game?
Beautiful job by Jaden Daniels, kind of managing everything, used his feet. They got the ball out to the perimeter a couple times, and then they finished it off with Williams.
3rd rushing touchdown of the season for Josh Williams. It's an LSU answer.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop.
And we're the Antonellis.
Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because it gives us unlimited 2% cash back on everything we buy.
And it has no preset spending limit, so our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. We use our 2% cash back to help cover our employees' healthcare costs.
And that's how we take care of our most valuable asset.
Our people. It may sound cheesy,
but we like it that way.
What's in your wallet?
Great value starting at $6. Only from IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
This is not a drill. For a limited time at Domino's, get 20% off everything at menu price when you order online. Pizza, 20% off. Specialty pizza, 20% off. Anything that's not pizza? Yep, you know the drill. Except it's not a drill. It's 20% off everything. Only at Domino's.
Took a while to get up here. We started out around 1959.
Then we took a hard left in East Africa.
A right at Baja. A 180 in the empty quarter.
And that 65-degree incline at Hell's Revenge.
But we didn't do all that just to get here. We did it to give you a truck that'll take you anywhere. This is the new Nissan.
Wanted. Full-time fans. Must be enthusiastic problem solvers. Possess strong communication skills. Be good under pressure. Willing to travel. And happy to work weekends. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans. Brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Home is where you start the day. Out the door, you're on your way. All the places you wanna go. Maybe you should take it slow. There's so much to care for in your life. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Well, for an 11 a.m. start today, the Taco Bell Live Más student section at Tiger Stadium was ready. They were in here early. Student sections across the country are competing to be the Live Más student section of the year all season long. Plenty of time before halftime. Get one more crack at it here with no timeouts is Tennessee. As Jimmy Holiday brings it back, let's check in with Matt.
Okay, big game, Bob. Coming up with the Lexus halftime report. Kansas. Can the Kansas Magic continue? They're in one today against TCU. Plus, the Red River rivalry has been all Texas early on. And for some reason, Michigan is messing around with Indiana. Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway, join me coming up on the Lexus halftime report.
We've got a top 10 team here in Tennessee that just surrendered a touchdown. But of course, they're the most up-tempo offense in college football, so no timeouts shouldn't bother them with 3 minutes to go in the half. Ripping one. Hyatt thought he had his jersey tugged. I think he did, as Hooker was looking for Hyatt running the seam.
Yeah, he did. Watch Jay Ward's left hand, left side of the screen. Yep. And got away with it. What's the saying? It's only cheating if you get caught.
Second down and 10. They'll run it with Small, and he gets free. Jabari Small to midfield.
And it caught LSU in a pressure. Anytime you run the football versus a blitz, guys are being displaced because of slanting.
Small again.
See how quick?
43-yard line.
Bob, you see how quick it happens? In 30 seconds, we go from incompletion to 40 yards down the field. you got to be so precise with everything that you're doing defensively, because I don't need all 11 to be wrong, just one.
Small again. Backs his way close to the first down. You know who has the toughest job on the sideline of a Tennessee game? The chain gang.
The chain, yeah.
They can't even get the chain set. The first down snap is already happening. Now it's 3rd down and 1. Hooker tucks it under and cruises for the first down.
Bobby, this play's an example of how much control he has. 3rd and 1, ball fake, I want to go throw the hitch. Receiver falls down. Don't do anything reckless or ludicrous with the football. Kind of replace where that receiver is with his decision-making to run. Again, it's one of the more underrated things or underappreciated things that Hooker has done at quarterback this year.
Jalen Wright, flag down. A couple thrown. Back at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense number 75, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Back Tennessee up, and coming up later today at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific here on ESPN, as well as ESPN Deportes. Game 2 of the best-of-3 wild card series between the Mariners and Jays, followed by the Padres and Mets at Citi Field. And at 8:30, the Phillies take on the Cardinals over on ESPN2. All 3 games available on the ESPN app as well, so you can watch anywhere. 1st and 20. It's high in motion. Drew McCoy. Close to the 40-yard line. Bumped out, it looks like, at the 41.
And first down hold is on Jerome Carvin, their left guard. Him and Spraggins, the right guard. They're both NFL players.
And off on 2nd and long to Jalen Wright. And it looks like he got back close to the original line of scrimmage, actually passed it by a couple, so 3rd down. And a long 8 close to 9.
Great job by LSU rallying right there and getting set up defensively. That forces Tennessee, okay, we don't have them with our tempo. Now let's get into a different formation that we like. This has been the guy, Jalen Hyatt, that they've gone to.
Hyatt makes the catch and gets thrown down. Now you'd think LSU might have to call timeout, right? Let's see if they do, and yes, they will. Brian Kelly calls a timeout from the sideline before 4th down with a minute to go, and LSU still with a chance maybe to get the ball back before the half. So it gives us a chance to answer today's Aflac trivia question. All right, Hendon Hooker, 24 years, 8 months, and 25 days old, the 2nd oldest active starting quarterback in the SEC.
Stetson Bennett.
The oldest? Did you look?
No, man.
You nailed it. Stetson Bennett is going to celebrate a birthday in less than a month. He'll turn 25.
Well, didn't Stetson, I believe the story, you know, kind of walked on at a couple different either JUCO or community colleges and then walks on to Georgia. So I knew his journey had taken a little bit more time.
Well, he and Hendon Hooker are 2 of the great perseverance stories
absolutely.
to then arrive as quarterbacks in this league. And you heard Todd McShay talk earlier about what Hendon Hooker's kind of under the radar NFL potential is, not mentioned in the first breath by a lot of folks that throw out the quarterbacks you think are going to be big time players in next year's draft, but he could be a factor.
He's going to be much more, he's going to be much higher on NFL draft boards than we all anticipate.
So after the timeout, it's a 50-yard field goal attempt, and did LSU just use another timeout from the sideline?
Think about Hendon Hooker's journey, Bob. 24 years old. He's in college for 6th year. He's lost his starting quarterback job twice. Coach has been fired. Never flinched. I mean, he never flinched, never stopped believing in himself. And I think that's going to be one of the appealing kind of like characteristic things that the NFL guys will be very interested in outside of his talent.
What's the secret sauce that's been unlocked by Josh Heupel? Because Hendon Hooker threw more touchdowns last season in 1 year than he did in 3 years at Virginia Tech.
Simplicity. And when offense is simple for quarterbacks, they play fast. They're convicted in what they look at. We've talked about those splits today, right? in their pass game, their splits are often so wide. You're reading as a quarterback outside in 1 to 2, inside out 1 to 2, or in the middle field high to low, and it allows you to play really quickly and you make convicted decisions.
So now only 1 timeout left for LSU as they spent 2 timeouts before this field goal attempt of 50 yards from McGrath. Certainly has the distance, hits the upright. So with 57 seconds to go before halftime, LSU gets one more chance with the football. But boy, you'd like to think they'd want one of those 2 timeouts that they called back before the field goal attempt.
Good push. Dreaded straight ball out of McGrath. You know, 1 more yard and that ball might have turned just inside that right upright. But now if you're LSU, #1 goal right here for Jaden Daniels in this offense, get to the 35-yard line. That's when you know you have a chance for your kicker to have the opportunity to get a kickoff. But you've got plenty of time, clock stop, everything that gets caught outside the numbers, get out of bounds. Inside the numbers, get as north and south as you can.
Blitz on first down. High throw, right between the numbers, a crosser to Jeray Jenkins. The blitz pickup works for LSU again, and they pick up 22.
Yeah, great job of hanging in the pocket by Daniels. You got plenty of time right now. Great communication. You don't want to change your formations a bunch. Make sure you're not holding on to the football. Get it out of your hands.
Now a 4-man rush. Another good pocket. Incomplete. It was Jenkins. That ball may have been tipped on his way to Jenkins. He was running free, but couldn't haul it in.
Watch Jawan Mitchell right on the left side of our screen, the transfer from Texas. Yeah, he gets his right hand just enough on that. Jenkins might walk into the end zone if not for that. So 39 seconds, you still have your timeout. Again, Jaden Daniels, you're not holding on to the football here. If you got free access to the perimeter, throw it out there. If you catch that ball outside the numbers, you're getting out of bounds. Work the middle of the field if you get 2 high safeties.
Only 10 yards away from where Brian Kelly said he was comfortable with Damian Ramos kicking a field goal. Another blitz. Daniels on the run. Heaves it to the sideline just to throw it away. And now it will be 3rd down and 10. Roman Harrison was tracking Jaden Daniels.
Tennessee dials up a pressure there. So if you're Jaden Daniels in this moment right now, first question is, if I'm getting pressure, where does the ball go? I want him to replace the blitzer. Wherever they come from, throw into it. If I don't get pressure, I'm telling you, Tennessee is giving you completions to the outside. Don't try to do too much. We just talked about Hendon Hooker with simplicity. Play simple mentally.
Daniels. Shovel pass. Dropped. And they're not in field goal range. 28 seconds to go before the half. And 1 timeout left. And are they going to go for it on 4th down? If you go for it here and you don't get it, it would certainly be enough time in the neighborhood of 20 seconds or so for maybe Tennessee to get into field goal range.
I would punt this football. I am not risking giving a short field to Tennessee. They're going to try to deepen the jump off sides with cadence.
Here comes the blitz. Daniels, he's going to get sacked on 4th down. Back on LSU's side of the 50. So with 23 seconds to go, Tennessee is only about 15 yards away or so from being in field goal range as Byron Young got through and brought down Daniels. The decision backfires.
Well, you're going to get pressure overload to this side. So what Tennessee, or excuse me, LSU does is push their offensive line that way. But here comes Young. That's inside seam right there. You get left guard, center, right guard. They push all the way to the field. And now Young comes inside of the replacement at left tackle, and that creates that void. When you get overload pressure to one side, you got to commit numbers. Now Tennessee defensively got what they want. Byron Young, who's got an incredible story, gets that one-on-one matchup, he wins. I thought LSU was overly aggressive there. Let's see if it hurts them.
The 4th time in the first half, Tennessee has begun a drive in LSU territory. Hendon Hooker. Down the sideline. Incomplete. Jalen Hyatt. He was open, and Hooker maybe a beat late to get that throw out.
I might go right back to that play if I'm Josh Heupel, because you've got LSU right now, safety-wise, playing so wide to the sidelines that you've got the opportunity to put the ball right down the middle of the field in between them.
So it's the spacing of those splits that influences those two safeties.
Those safeties, I mean, look at them. Look how wide they are. I mean, they are in between the hash and the numbers. Middle of the field is vacated.
Hooker looks over the middle. There it is. But missed a wide open receiver in Princeton Fant.
Left side of the screen, Fant coming inside, and Hendon Hooker just misses him. You'd love to see Fant go make that catch. He's a good enough player to do that, but put the ball out front, and then you got the opportunity to run with it.
If he leads them there, that's the exact catch and run scenario with those wide safeties. You were saying could be perfect for Tennessee. Instead, 13 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10. A first down would get them inside of possible field goal range. Hooker. And he has it on time. All the way down to the 15-yard line to Brew McCoy. 6 seconds to go, so plenty of time to spike it. And there it is. So going for it on 4th down and getting sacked by LSU has now given Tennessee a chance to get more points before halftime.
What a great job by Tennessee. They forced LSU to stay in those 2 high safeties. They hit those splits super wide. It forced them, and the void in the middle of the field just remained. And all you needed to do was hit one from Hendon Hooker, and he did.
McGrath missed from 50, but he's made his other 2. This one from only 32. And there it is. So Tennessee adds to their lead at the half, and the Vols will start the 3rd quarter with the football as well. Well, the Vols fans that are here in numbers, they love the first 30 minutes of this football game as they saw their team capitalize on some special teams gaffes in the first quarter, and they have extended their lead at the break, 23-7. LSU's got a couple of double-digit comebacks in the SEC already. They came from 17 down last week against Auburn, and now a similar deficit that they'll be facing in the second half here at home to Tennessee. Let's head down to Chris Button.
Coach, you guys have been aggressive in the play calling on 4th down. What went into that last decision on 4th down?
Yeah, it's a go. We're down. You know, we obviously can't give up a sack in that situation. We gave up a 10-yard sack, put them in a good situation, and then, it's 4th down there, and we don't reroute it inside. But we got to coach better. We're getting out coached.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Well, we'll see if LSU can rebound in the second half, but Tennessee with a dominant first 30 minutes. At the break, 23-7, the Vols on top. Back to Matt Barry in the studio.
Papa Chews, and thank you. Time now for the Lexus halftime report. Entertaining the first half there in Baton Rouge. The big one today, Kansas 5-0 for the first time since 2009. They got College game day. They also get TCU. Here, Jalen Daniels tries to run for it. 2nd and goal. TCU falls on the fumble.
It was an impressive 80-yard drive by Kansas. The Heisman hopeful puts it on the ground, and TCU would take over and dodge a bullet.
That's not all Jalen Daniels has had to contend with today. More on that in a minute. We know Max Duggan can sling it here. Quentin Johnson, big catch across the field. They went 99 yards, Joe.
Yeah, Johnson is 6'4", 250, and he's been a problem for the secondary of Kansas to bring him down.
As I said a second ago, 6-play, 99-yard drive. TCU up 10-0.
But they lost Zach Evans, transferred to Ole Miss. I'll tell you what, this Kendre Miller, he's been impressive for TCU.
So here comes KU trying to get something going before the half. Scary moment here. Jalen Daniels rolls right, goes down hard, 50-50 to return. He did not start the third quarter. He was taken to the locker room. Let's go to the Big Ten now. Michigan and Indiana. Michigan looking to start 6-0 for consecutive season here. Connor Bazelak to Josh Henderson. 11 yards for the touchdown. We're tied at 7.
Yeah, Michigan's a heavy favorite in this game. It's in the 20s, but give Indiana credit. They're hanging in there.
Guys, a scary moment here for Michigan running back coach Mike Hart. He appears to have collapsed on the sideline. You know Hart, if you're a football fan, he was a legend there at Michigan. He was responsive after being taken to a local hospital. Michigan players clearly shaken up by this as their running backs coach and one of their coaches had to be taken to the hospital. As for the football, we had a couple of blocked field goal attempts. That one by Indiana. James Head Jr. tipped, and then Indiana goes right back down the field. They had an opportunity.
Big Mike Morris gets his hand on that
there.
one.
Yeah. So good special teams out of both schools, still tied at 10 apiece. Perhaps a little bit of a shocker early on in Bloomington. What about Arkansas and Mississippi State? Guys, Woo Pig has come back to earth really quickly, and Will Rogers continues to sling it.
Arkansas about to find a way to get some pressure on Will Rogers. Every time we look at this game, he's standing in the pocket for 6 seconds.
Literally standing in the pocket.
There he is again.
Yeah, he is. Way too much time. On the flip side, KJ Jefferson not starting at quarterback for Arkansas, and they've been totally one-dimensional. All they can do is run the football.
Well, and you know what Mississippi State's going to do. It's what they do every week.
Stand
They're just
in the
going to
pocket,
stand.
in the pocket.
Austin Williams, 10-yard TD.
Mississippi State has had the ball for 10 more minutes than Arkansas, and I think half of that was standing in the pocket.
21-10. And with that, welcome in Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway, Matt Berry back with you. Week 6 of the college football season. This game entertaining. LSU, Tennessee. Tennessee jumped out quick. LSU tried to find a way back in it, but it's been all volunteers.
LSU fumbles the opening kickoff. A bad decision to go for it there at the end of the half. Obviously, Tennessee taking advantage. You got to remember a year and a half ago where Tennessee was. Jeremy Pruitt gets fired as the head coach. They're getting investigated by the NCAA. At least 37 players left the program in the transfer portal. So Josh Heupel had to get this group to buy in, and they've done that. Watching the energy they've played with the first half of this season, the togetherness, Hendon Hooker's playing outstanding. They've beaten Florida. They might beat LSU and be unbeaten going into Alabama.
What about Kansas?
Jalen Daniels going down is the biggest problem for Kansas right now, but this is 2 weeks in a row he hadn't played well. 5 of 10 last week against Iowa State. They only scored 14 points. In this half, again, struggling in this game. This offense was prolific for the first 4 games of the season, then they've looked sort of shaky here in the last 2 games. They have to get him back, and offensively they have to find a way to sustain drives. That fumble going in at the 1 absolutely kills Kansas in this game.
We've got our eye on that game. We'll update you on them coming up. By the way, how legendary is Quinn Ewers in that?
Does Quinn Ewers' left hand ever touch the football?
No.
I want to know.
Does he ever sit in a barber chair? No. The guy looks like he lives north of the wall. He is back for the Longhorns, and he is slinging it today in the Red River Showdown. Highlights of that coming up next.
And Doug.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Showtime. Woo! I'm on fire tonight. Yes! Limu, you're a natural. We're not counting that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What are you?
Oh, those are our new hardwood floors from LL Flooring.
Oh, these must have cost a fortune.
Nope, it was actually less than we expected.
They have old floors at home. Oh. Steve, you gotta get down here.
And bring the chips.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring, your expert from inspiration to installation. Right now, save up to 15% on your flooring project.
Here, we sweat the small stuff. The attention to tradition. Every detail inspires future generations. It makes a difference in this arena, this one, and this one. Here, you have to sweat the small stuff, because in the SEC, it just means more.
For the home opener on October 13th to cheer on your Predators as they face the Dallas Stars at Bridgestone Arena. Tickets available now at NashvillePredators.com/tickets. Get your tickets and mark your calendar. Welcome back, Smashville.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
That's Jesse and Joey back with you. Remember, no Jalen Daniels injured. Jason Bean in, and he's spinning it to Mason Fairchild.
Yeah, Jason Bean's seen a lot of ball. As a fifth-year senior transfer from North Texas. Nice job here finding Fairchild. 6'5", hard to miss him.
Tied up at 10 apiece there in the third quarter. Red River Showdown, State Fair of Texas. Look at Quinn Ewers. He's back. Find Xavier Worthy, 10-yard touchdown.
What a great game to come back. This Oklahoma defense has struggled. Texas already 350 total yards in the first half.
Yeah, Brent Venables, defensive guy. No? Jess?
Yeah, he is. They're not listening to the coaching right now. Keelan Robinson here. That's just too easy on a swing pass.
28-0. Texas. Fried corny dogs for everyone. Talia Tungabailoa. Down 17-0. Corey Dyches drags the defender all the way in.
There's a lot of great games in this noon window. This one might turn out to be a classic.
17-17 all. What a great finish. Give me something in that afternoon window, gentlemen. Jess first.
Does Georgia come back?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they've struggled 2 weeks in a row. Can Ohio State go blow out Michigan State?
Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban. Need I say more?
No Ole Miss Vanderbilt.
Yeah, sure.
You guys gonna?
Oh, they're playing?
Jackson. Yeah, they are.
There they are.
Big one in the Pac-12.
Smoke some darts.
I'll stay regional.
Heart-pounding design, intelligent technology, courageous performance. Discover a new world of possibilities with a bold new take on the Lexus RX. Never lose your edge.
Your granddaughter's gonna love that.
Third-generation sailor.
Sailor? Make sure she joins USAA.
My family loves USAA.
We've been members for 40 years.
But you can keep trying, though.
USAA. It's for the military community.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Getting the perfect home is a journey, so we help you find it, tour it, and own it. For moving made simple, there's no place like Zillow.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
Hey, you hungry? Yeah.
Buy one of your faves like a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets and get another for just $1. Only at McDonald's.
I remember you saying I won't forget the life jackets.
Who talks like that?
You apparently.
Can we watch the replay?
I would love it.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Wow, that is embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
You're watching the Lexus Halftime Report.
That Jesse Joey back with you. Let us head to the swamp. Missouri and Florida. Braden Cook here, pick six, Jaden Hill.
One thing the Gators defense has done a good job of all season so far has been takeaways. Nice job by Jaden Hill jumping the slant route, putting the Gators up 10.
But Joe, you remember last week, Missouri messed with Georgia pretty much the entire game. Needed a comeback out of the Dogs to get the win. Here they're hanging in the swamp.
Missouri might be better than their 2-3 record before the Georgia game. They lost by 3 to Auburn. They've been in some games and found ways to win.
They're tied up there in the third quarter. 12 minutes left. That over on the SEC Network. Still ahead. More from Baton Rouge as the Volunteers have come into those smoky grays. Got themselves a big lead.
College football is delivered by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
What if we... What is that?
Hey, Lexus, turn it up.
There's no place like unknown. The all-new Lexus RX. Never lose your edge.
Start your season of savings now with Target Deal Days. 3 days to score early Black Friday deals on thousands of items. Event ends Saturday. Get low prices and great deals so you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
Businesses work best when they put people first. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure your team has the essential products they need, where and when they need them, to help keep them looking great, feeling confident,
and ready to be their best. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Seriously? Now there's a hole in your defense. Look at the size of that. Gap! Is that a goat? You talking about me? Gap! I think this goat is saying gap.
Must be talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
So who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close that gap?
Aflac! Gap! Aflac! Gap!
It's about to go down, baby.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
No matter what you're in the mood for, with the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken lineup at Burger King, you can't go wrong. Classic, cheesy, spicy, or tangy. Reward yourself with any of the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken sandwiches today, only at Burger King.
Any other questions about your loan with Navy Federal Credit Union?
All good. Thanks again for answering my call. I know it's late back home. I can't imagine where I'd be without you guys.
Are you still there?
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
This is a community of selfless leaders and lifelong learners, backed by Orange every step of the way. This is the University of Tennessee. We give our all to discovery, to creativity, to each other. The world needs volunteers now more than ever, willing to step forward, light the way, and do whatever it takes. It takes a volunteer.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
We interrupt this college football.
I like it.
Wild card in baseball. Cleveland Guardians, Tampa Bay Rays getting out of a bases-loaded jam.
Yeah, the big fella can't quite get down the baseline right there. That's a big guy trying to get down.
This is 40 time.
Josh Naylor.
I'm going to go with 5-1.
Wow, 5-1.
Yeah.
All right.
5 points.
0-0 top 7. Baseball coming up at 4 p.m. on ESPN. Will Tennessee play Alabama undefeated?
I think they will. Pass pro right now for LSU, too big of a problem.
As long as they win by at least 2.5 points.
Okay, well, you know what? By my math, they're up by 16 right now, so you're in a good spot. Back to Baton Rouge after this.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Wow, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Woo! Woo!
Here, every drop of sweat contains a lifetime of dreams. Every letter, every blade signifies hallowed ground. Championships come down to fingertips. Small steps and giant leaps inspire future generations. Because here, every little thing just means more.
At Cricket, we re-engineer vintage style. Softer fabrics, modern fits, cool details, old school, done better.
Thanks to Avalara, we can calculate sales tax on almost anything, anywhere automatically. Avalara.
What if tax rates change? Filing sales tax returns. Managing exemption certificates. Business license guidance? Does it connect with accounting? Item classification, cross-border sales. What about...
Do you have those budget markups? Thank you.
If you're one of the many people struggling financially right now, Bridget's got your back. They'll send you $50 to $250 instantly, with no credit check or interest.
Download the Bridget app today and get $50 to $250 instantly.
Welcome back to the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week.
Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by Marathon, the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week. And you are watching the SEC on ESPN. 23-7, Tennessee has the lead at halftime, just about set for the start of the third quarter. Bob Wischusen here with Dan Orlovsky, Chris Budden, Todd McShay in Death Valley, and Hendon Hooker was tremendous in the first half again.
It started because of an LSU mistake, and then they convert that into a Jabari Small touchdown. The deep ball to Jalen Hyatt. If there's a better throw in college football today, I gotta see it, because this one is absolutely perfect. Hendon Hooker has been in complete control of this football game, both as a decision maker and where he's throwing the ball. Tennessee relatively impressive through the first 30 minutes.
And starting the second half with the ball will be the Vols. And they'll have it just shy of their own 25-yard line after the run back by Holiday. Well, you said something interesting. The scoreboard doesn't necessarily lean this way. You said you didn't think LSU played poorly in the first half.
Okay, so the early fumble becomes a touchdown. If you take that away, and I know it happens, but if you take that away, they've hit one big play, Tennessee offensively, truly, the Jalen Hyatt touchdown. So their defense has kept the ball in front of them. I think there's been some game mismanagement situations. I thought they should have kicked a field goal early on, and when it was 10-0 to get some momentum. They were overly aggressive at the end of the first half on 4th and 10. That gives them Tennessee 3 points right there. So if you kind of take that situational football away, and I love Brian Kelly, but there's been some over-aggressive decision-making.
Hooker's going to take a shot to start off the third quarter, and a flag is out. Jay Ward looks like he's going to get called for pass interference.
Pass interference, defense number 5, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And they're going to take their shot. We showed the highlight of the one that happened in the first half. Very similar play. Ward right at the end there as Wyatt's kind of fading towards the sideline. That left arm right there scrapes across the top. And they throw PI. And the Jalen Ward in the slot speed is one of these dimensions of this offense that really difficult for your slot defender to have to match up against.
The ball's in business. Hendon Hooker on a keeper. And he'll slide for a gain of about 4, and a late flag comes out. Ali Gay Hooker, a little bit of a bump as he went down into the slide. We'll see if that's the call.
There is no foul on the play. Second down.
So they pick the flag up. Let's head down to Chris Budden.
Well, Josh Heupel told me a little frustrated by the way they finished things in the first half. A little sloppy, need to clean things up, settle in on defense. Got to get off on 3rd and 10. Told us yesterday, hey, these teams are known for second half comebacks. We have to continue to put our gas down.
Well, they got off the field on 4th down. End around. Squirrel White about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Dan, you talked about some of those LSU game management decisions. Well, give Tennessee's defense credit.
Sure.
3 4th downs, and they got off the field 3 times. A little flip out into the flat. Did White hold that in? He's right at the first down line to gain, and it looks like Squirrel White, the freshman, just got enough.
Great job by Squirrel White. They bring him from the left side of the formation to the right. Floats it out there. Incredible job to get his hands underneath.
Play action for Hendon Hooker, but flags stop this play at the snap. It's a false start.
False start, offense number 80. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And the Saturday night football game presented by Capital One in Chestnut Hill tonight. Boston College will host number 5 Clemson. Sean McDonough, Todd Blackledge will be on the call at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC, as well as the ESPN app. Counter handoff to Jalen Wright. Spinning, breaking tackles. What a run by Wright. That was 7 yards, just about all of it after contact.
See the patience, though? Patience, patience, patience. Then behind the back, then just the strength, the athleticism, the spin off the tackle from Jay Ward. Love that out of the sophomore.
Quick hitter out to the edge. It's Hyatt. Jarek Bernard Converse knocked him out of bounds. And it looks like they will mark him just shy of the first down. So it's 3rd down and 1.
Bringing in some bigger bodies. Looks like Small coming back in. They're bringing in a tight end. Salmon trying to add some size on the edge of their offense.
Jabari Small. And he's got the first down. DJ Ojolari made the stop. But it's a first down for Tennessee at the LSU 40.
One of the underappreciated things for this Tennessee offense is when they kick that ball out to the perimeter, you know, I catch it, I flash the ball for a second. Those receivers got to do a really good job of not going downfield and blocking. That's how OPI happens. They got to kind of stay in place and become a screen of the defense.
Quarterback draw. And in Hooker into the red zone. Gets walloped inside the 15, but he's down to about the 14-yard line. A 26-yard design quarterback run.
That's the space that we talked about. Everyone's vacated the middle of the field. Your tailback can lead up there because you got great numbers. Tennessee and Hendon Hooker take advantage of it. We've talked about it so much and how the elements of it help. The receivers, line, there it helps quarterback draw.
He had 461 yards of total offense and 3 touchdowns against Florida. And he's picking right up where he left off to the end zone. It's another touchdown. Again, it's Jalen Hyatt. The second time today that Hendon Hooker has found Jalen Hyatt, and Tennessee extends their lead.
Watch the safety creep. You're going to see that Hendon Hooker's going to pay attention to it. He's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to see the vacated middle of the field. I want to take my shot to my receiver in that slot. Ball out on time. I know you've left because of the pressure, and a beautiful shot by Hendon Hooker. That is ownership at the line of scrimmage. Tennessee up big.
You want to launch the world's largest streaming channel in over 40 countries, all in one go.
You want to bring banking to millions of people who've never used a bank. Whew, that's a doozy.
You want to make grocery stores without checkout.
You're selling fashion for who?
Avatars.
Buy a car with a text?
No.
Absolutely not.
It's enough.
What is happening here? Are you crazy?
Are you sure you can handle this?
You know I've always loved technology.
I get that tech has always been your thing, but why this?
Well, this technology protects the world, and I want to be part of that. So, Dad, what do you think?
She's not Kat Medina delivering pizza in her 2003 hatchback. She's Kat Medina, bringer of sustenance, provider of all things greasy and caloric. You know, ordering pizza 3 times a week isn't lazy. It's pro-business.
This year, Prime members get holiday deals before anyone else, which means you're kind of a big deal. The Prime Early Access Sale on October 11th and 12th, only for Prime members.
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible. And you'll get our best deal.
Nice, but everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal on every iPhone.
Best one yet.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off iPhone 14 Pro.
Are you coming for my job?
If you know, you know.
Crispy corners, sauce on top.
If you know, you know.
Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut, just $12.99. You are trouble. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Everybody ready for a Big Ten East collision.
Ohio State at Michigan State today on ABC.
Welcome back to LSU, where Tennessee has extended their lead 30-7. The Vols on top as they go right down the field and score a touchdown to begin the second half. Does LSU have a response? Paxton Brooks kicks it deep. And Besh with a fair catch at the goal line. Let's take a closer look at the offensive line for LSU with pocket protection. Brought to you by Nationwide, and they've struggled at times, Dan, to keep the pass rush off Jaden Daniels.
They've had some backups in the left side of their offensive line, but let's credit Tennessee as well. They've thrown a lot at this unit, and there's been some ups like you talked about and some downs, but this relentless unit from Tennessee and their pass rushers, Josephs and Bumpus and Byron Young, have had an incredibly impressive afternoon. This defensive line, when they're rolling, and we talked to their defensive coordinator, Tim Banks, if he gets that team to just unit-wise take a step forward, they think they got something special on their defensive side of the ball.
Ray Jenkins close to a first down. And it looks like he's got it.
I talked to you guys this week. I said the thing that I thought was more impressive, at least to my surprise, Tim Banks on the right side of our screen there, was their defense. I knew their offense was great. But if their defense just fixed some of the discipline on the back end, some of the communication and discipline, they're athletic, they're aggressive, they're violent, and they're having a good afternoon.
Josh Williams bounces ahead for 2.
That's the thing, right, for Tennessee, Bob? Like, their offense is going to score points basically on anybody. Can their defense be the complementary unit? You don't need to be the best defense in the country nor the SEC, but can you be complementary enough? Can you tackle well in space? Can our front four rush the passer when there's opportunities on second and longs like LSU's facing right now? You have free access to the top.
Here comes another blitz. Down the sideline. Tipped, incomplete. They have not targeted Kayshon Boutte often. They tried there.
He's in the slot. He runs the slot fade. Ball's on a little bit of a line. Gets on his left hand right there. That's a pretty good throw by Jaden Daniels. Can't throw it much better. It almost looks like his hands are late to that football.
Good coverage, though, from Tamarian McDonald. And that's the first time that Boutte has been targeted since the first quarter. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Pass rush. Gets home. Again! Down goes Jaden Daniels. Byron Young in the backfield. Again, first helped out by Roman Harrison.
Well, here's the ET again. You're going to go Barron and then Young. Split that right side and left side of that defensive line. The end goes first and the tackle follows. And you're creating just distribution differences. That offensive line get on the different levels. And that two-man stunt, that's been the game for defense, for Tennessee's defense all afternoon. Those two-man stunts, man.
Line drive kick. Williams lets it get over his head, and it will roll sideways. What a punt. Bramblett gets it to the 3-yard line.
Man, the pressure from Tennessee's defensive line has been the story of the afternoon. Young, Barron, and Bumpus been dominant.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common. We all want the incredible new iPhone 14 Pro. Now at T-Mobile. T-Mobile gives you Apple TV Plus included. So watch your favorite Apple originals on iPhone's most advanced display ever. Get iPhone 14 Pro on us with Apple TV Plus included. Now at T-Mobile.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Your granddaughter's gonna love that.
Third-generation sailor.
Sailor? Make sure she joins USAA.
My family loves USAA. We've been members for 40 years. But you can keep trying, though.
USAA. It's for the military community.
We're celebrating 50 years of Popeye's Signature Chicken with a deal you'll love. Now for just $6.99, takes 50 years of crunchy, juicy chicken we've been serving since 1972. Get the 5-piece while you can for just $6.99.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Start your season of savings now with Target Deal Days. 3 days to score early Black Friday deals on thousands of items. Event ends Saturday. Get low prices and great deals so you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
We're turning up the tailgate with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
I sold my car on Cars.com and got an instant offer from a local dealer. It was so fast, like the dealership was right in my backyard. Sell your car on Cars.com. It's magical.
5-Hour Energy, because it's time for some exercise with your best friend, of course, and he can go a long time. So you're going to need some energy, lots of energy. 5-Hour Energy for every adventure together.
Dr. Pepper wants to keep your college dreams alive with the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway. This year, you could win up to $100,000 for tuition, books, or whatever else you need for school. So dream big. Learn how to enter at drpeppertuition.com.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge, and one of the standout players today has been Tennessee defensive lineman Byron Young. And I love his backstory. This is a young man who was a non-qualifier out of high school. He went to work for a year before enrolling at Gulf Coast Prep Academy. The academy turned out to be a fraud. Then he had to go work again. He was working at the general store as a manager. He saw a flyer on the wall that said, anyone who wants to come try out for Georgia Military College, please do so. He decides to pursue his career there, plays 2 seasons. 2 years later, he's here starring for Tennessee, and he's going to be a mid-round draft pick.
That's amazing. Todd McShay with the background as Jamari Small goes up the middle on Byron Young. It'll be 2nd down and 8. But a guy's working at the Dollar General, sees a flyer on the wall. Just come out, try out for football at Georgia Military Junior College. Byron Young does, and off of his practice tape, even during COVID, he got recruited and ends up at Tennessee, and now he's on NFL draft boards. Play action for Hooker from the goal line, one-on-one. Incomplete. Squirrel White couldn't haul it in. Colby Richardson, very good coverage.
Another go shot. I think that's Ramel Keaton trying to go one-on-one with Colby Richardson, but can I just touch on the Byron Young story real quick?
Yes.
I think it's a great example of one of the not talked about enough beauties of college football. I mean, Byron, what does his life look like without college football and the opportunity that beautiful, I mean, great job by Todd of telling that story of, college football literally changes that young man's life, and the fact that 2 or 3 years ago he's working at a store and now he's going to have the chance to live out a dream and make a living. Beautiful.
3rd down, hook up to Brew McCoy. Gets driven back at the 20-yard line, but LSU had a chance on 3rd down and 8 defensively to get a stop and have Tennessee punting from the end zone, and instead, Brew McCoy picks up 13.
I think the thing that I've been most impressed with Brew McCoy is the route running.
They waste no time. Getting it out to Keaton, flag down, and the helmet pops off of Ramel Keaton as well, and another flag comes in. The hit from Greg Brooks.
I mean, are they going to call pass interference on the block downfield?
It seemed like 2 flags thrown at 2 different times. There might be 2 separate penalties here.
Remember we talked about when they throw that ball out there quickly, those guys have to do a great job of not going downfield and blocking while the ball's in there, because then that's pass interference.
It may have been pass interference, but they also may have Brooks. They might be discussing targeting. There's the pass interference call, and there's the targeting call.
Pass interference offense, number 87. Personal foul, targeting, number 3 defense. The penalties will offset. The previous play is under further review.
Well, the penalties might offset, but will Brooks stay in the game? They're going to take a look at what may be targeting on Greg Brooks. Obviously, this would have to be a crown of the helmet call, as Keaton's a runner.
Guys, I got a game today. I need a ride.
But it's only Saturday.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. College kid.
Who took my helmet?
Ready.
Where are my socks?
I need more club.
Have you seen my pads?
Fashion.
I'm coming, Baker.
So where are we headed this week?
Texas.
Texas. Road trip.
Take an afternoon break to see your next home. Or maybe the evening is better. Or maybe right after coffee. With flexible and easy ways to start scheduling a tour, there's no place like Zillow.
Let's hide in the attic.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart. Yeah, okay.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do.
Shh, I'm being quiet. Breathing on me.
If you want to save even more, you bundle your home and car insurance with Geico. It's what you do.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner.
We got this, babe.
That means that your dreams are ours, too. And our financial planning tools can help you reach them. That's the value of ownership.
At Chipotle, our garlic guajillo recipe brings a whole new dimension to steak. Our most tender cuts, hand-seasoned and grilled fresh, mixed with garlic and guajillo peppers, finished with fresh lime and cilantro. All new garlic guajillo steak. It's a whole new dimension of flavor.
On October 21st.
Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me.
It's Clooney versus Roberts.
So proud.
Prouder.
Love that you look just like me.
Glad you don't.
Ticket to Paradise.
See you again. Never.
Hopefully not that soon.
Rated PG-13.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Santa Fe. Now get a Santa Fe for 1.9% APR. As always, with Hyundai complimentary maintenance. Visit your local Hyundai dealer.
I'm very proud to be a correctional officer. I've done it 26 years, and I love it.
They need someone to help them get back on that track, and I like being that person. I love what I do.
At CoreCivic, there's so much to learn.
Once you find out that you can make a difference in a person's life, it makes a difference in your life, too.
It's definitely a challenge, but it's a good challenge.
If you want to make a difference, here's your opportunity.
While we were away, replay took a look, and this was deemed to not be targeting, and rightfully so, by Greg Brooks, as he did not get the crown of the helmet on Ramel Keaton. So because we had 2 fouls on the play, if the targeting flag gets picked up, the offensive pass interference on Tennessee is then enforced at the distance to the goal. So it is going to be 1st and 19 now for the Vols, just inside their own 10-yard line.
LSU wants any shot to get back in this football game. They have to get off the field here now that Tennessee is backed up.
And field position on their side as well. Hooker on the move. And he is tracked down. Greg Brooks, who stays in the game, makes the tackle after a gain of only 2.
A good play by Brooks. Him and Fouché, really the 2 safeties that played for them, were transfers actually from LSU to Arkansas. Couldn't get in because some of the transfer credits came back to LSU. Got an opportunity to play again this year. Really good middle field safety.
Quarterback draw. The ball pops out. There's a scramble for it, but it looks like the Vols got it. Ali Gay knocked it out of the arms of Hendon Hooker. But LSU couldn't find the loose ball, so it'll be 3rd down and long.
And watch the left side of the screen. So Gay's going to pop out, and then their center, Cooper Mays, pops on it right there. 63 right there. Good awareness by 63, Cooper Mays.
Still a 3rd down chance for LSU's defense. Thrown into traffic, broke it up.
I don't think LSU got their people off the field.
There's a flag down on the near side, high at the intended receiver, but we'll have to check the marker.
Illegal substitution defense, more than 11 players on the field. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
The pace of Tennessee got the ball snapped before all of those LSU defenders got out.
Watch this group, get ready. This, you can freeze it right now. This group of guys, all 3 out of those 4 have to get off. They don't. That really equals 13. Remember, the whole body's got to be off. 13 guys were on the field defensively for LSU. I mean, if you're LSU, you anticipate coming after Tennessee. You might get an opportunity for Brew McCoy right at the bottom of the screen.
Tipped ball, incomplete. McCoy was the intended receiver. No doubt they wanted him on the slant, and Gay got a hand up.
I said they had to get off the field there if they wanted any opportunity. You're going to get bottom of the screen. McCoy just kind of a slip inside slant. Ali Gay does a really good job of getting that left hand up in the air. Man, they got it. LSU has to turn this possession into a touchdown right now. They got to do everything they can to get into the end zone. They got to be overly aggressive. 30-7 right now. Defense just got off the field.
Paxton Brooks with a wobbly kick up the sideline. And this is going to take a great Tennessee roll. It stays inbounds all the way down to about the 28-yard line of LSU. That's a 49-yard punt. Looked like half of it was on the roll as we take a look at this week's college football AP rankings, brought to you by Capital One. And still a lot of top 10 action to come later on today, but certainly a score that stands out. Michigan, as Matt Barry said earlier, allowing Indiana to hang in there, only a touchdown game. So Dan, LSU does not end up with nearly as short a field as I'm sure they probably thought they would have on that exchange, but they've got it back.
There's pressure here and dropper there.
There's the slant, incomplete. Well defended by Kamal Hatton, but a flag out. Neighbors the intended receiver.
Holding, defense number 5, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Listen, I love the fact that if you're LSU offensively, you're going to get that holding right there if you're going to get Neighbors on that slant, but you saw pressure out of Tennessee. Throw into the pressure, and you might walk in for a touchdown. I showed you that little draw beforehand. Here comes pressure. That backside defensive end is dropping. One is standing up, one is sitting down. Those are little pre-snap tells that this offense needs to take advantage of.
Screen, nothing doing for Brian Thomas. Jeremy Banks was all over Thomas almost as he caught the ball.
Well, first of all, he runs through two guys. I mean, there's two guys for LSU blocking him. He gets on the outside and then does an outstanding job of wrangling in Thomas. That is not a play design thing. And I understand that some young players out there, but you put two versus their one, we have to win that rep if you're LSU offensively.
Blitz, they throw behind it. Catch made by Kyron Lacey. Back to Matt Barry.
All right, quickly, guys, want to keep you up to date on TCU and Kansas. This one keeps going back and forth here. Max Duggan having another nice game, takes it himself, gives TCU the 24-17 lead. But Jason Bean now in at quarterback for Kansas. Jalen Daniels out for the game. Finds Quentin Skinner. It was reviewed. The call stood. 24-all in Kansas.
What a great scene it was in Lawrence earlier today for game day. Big third down here for LSU.
Look at all these bodies moving up in the middle. Remember, we've had these stunts. Be ready for the twists if you're LSU.
Daniels gets it off. A swing pass. Josh Williams goes down. On 3rd down and 8, he loses real estate. And here comes the punt group. And Williams shaken up on the play.
I think that's a little bit of a conservative call given kind of some of the pressure Tennessee has defensively gotten. Remember, 2 backup players on the offensive line right now and a true freshman at right tackle for LSU. And you see a little bit of that bluff pressure, you get an easier or more conservative play call for the screen on the perimeter. And LSU unable to convert.
Low snap, Bramblett gets it away. A. Williams fields it inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's been 11 days since Hurricane Ian hit Florida, and the people in that area still need your help. To donate, please go to redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross prepare for, respond to, and help people recover from this disaster. Some of the pictures, especially down in the Fort Myers area, just heartbreaking as entire neighborhoods were either washed or blown away. LSU flips field position, but sooner or later, Dan, there has to be more to it than that when you're down by 3 scores.
Yeah, I just think because Tennessee was backed up, not only location-wise, but 1st and 20, and then LSU's defense gets off the field, you're sitting there going, if we got any chance, we got to go turn it into points, and they were unable to.
Hooker, wide open, Brew McCoy with speed to the sideline, uses the stiff arm, and goes out of bounds across the 50. It was Jarek Bernard Converse one-on-one.
Well, they're going to motion. What happens is when you kick the motion, you get matchups, and this is McCoy now. As this defender's going to run out, McCoy's going to run right down the seam. Beautiful job of Tennessee taking advantage of matchups. You motion the receiver, you get him matched up on a linebacker, he runs down the seam, chunk play.
Jalen Wright gets to the edge, turns the corner, lost the football, but it rolls out of bounds. And it looks to be good enough still for another Tennessee first down. Sage Ryan stripped the ball out, but he was right up against the sideline.
You know, there's so much about this offense for Tennessee that is simple. We've talked about that. Some of the space that is created, the reads 1 to 2, some of the run blocking just that's inside that box, but also the little wrinkles that we just saw with that Brew McCoy huge chunk. The motion, I create a matchup with a big-time receiver, an easy throw for the quarterback. So it's like this illusion that happens super fast.
They have to reset the play clock because the officials were going back and forth on whether or not it was first down or second down. When the ball is fumbled forwards out of bounds, you then return it to the spot it was fumbled, which was literally on the line to gain. And of course, Josh Heupel was wondering, am I making a second down and 1 foot play call? Am I making a first down play call? And they reset the play clock. It is a Tennessee first down.
Just look at all this area. Just look at all that area that Slot can play with if he wants.
Instead, it's Jabari Small. Down to about the 30-yard line. He picks up 4. Jaquelin Roy made the stop. Second down and 6.
His offensive line for Tennessee has been better today in their double teams. If you talk to Coach Heupel and their offensive coordinator Alex Golesh, that's what they wanted. We got to be a little bit cleaner in our double teams. They've done that, and better in protection with communication.
Hooker breaking tackles. And gets down to the 26-yard line, 2 yards shy of the first down. But Ali Gay had a chance to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 2. Jabari Small didn't get there. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Tennessee will go for this, as they should.
Well, keep in mind, right now it's a 3-score game. If you kick a field goal here, you go from 23 to 26.
You have no fear right now if you're Josh Heupel of LSU's offense and them scoring against you. And your offense is playing with really good tempo. There's their offensive coordinator in the middle. I was so impressed talking with Alex yesterday, the vision that he has for their offense, the play calling feel that he has. And be aggressive here.
And they are, and they'll get it. Ojulari wrapped up Jabari Small, but not before he was able to pick up the 4th down.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're Josh Heupel in Tennessee, you're not fearing LSU's offense right now.
That's a good point.
If you get stopped, great. Your defense is playing big-time football, and they're a little bit handcuffed with their offensive line injuries. But that's why you have a little bit more freedom in that moment to be aggressive. Remember, last time we were down here, LSU decided to vacate the middle of the field, and you saw Jalen Hyatt replace him with the post.
And in Hooker, with a little shoulder fake, he's going to take a shot towards the back right corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Flag out. Once again, it was Jalen Hyatt looking for the hat trick. Keaton back there as well.
Pass interference. Defense number 22.
Looks like
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
intended receiver, Colby Richardson, though, is called for pass interference.
I don't know, Bob. I don't know if they'd have deemed that Richardson with that right hand got over the top a little too soon. Talked about it so much that these corners just live on this island against Tennessee.
That'll make it 1st and goal.
Man, how good of a deep ball does Hendon Hooker throw? It's one of the prettier deep balls that I've seen in college football this year. Just the timing that he has with it, the pace, the tempo, the trajectory. It's probably his best throw.
Those 8 straight starts for Hendon Hooker with at least 2 touchdown passes or more. We'll give one here to Small. You know what I also like about this Tennessee offense, Dan?
Yeah.
Is they seem comfortable not going 100 miles an hour when the game situation also calls for it. Here they go quick, and it's Small. Finds a crease and walks into the end zone for another Vols touchdown. Second of the day for Jabari Small.
Watch, you leave with the tight end, Fant. That takes a defender away, but the double team between Mays and Carvin are what makes that run. You don't see that here much, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they've played Rocky Top here at Tiger Stadium a lot more often than I'm sure these LSU fans imagined they would. But the Vols faithful that have made their way to Baton Rouge have seen their team put on a dominant performance. Saturday Night Football presented by Capital One in Chestnut Hill tonight. Boston College will try and hang in there with number 5 Clemson. Sean McDonough, Todd Blackledge will be on the call at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC, as well as the ESPN app.
Man, but I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't see this. You know, I told you guys, we talked about it all week, that we thought Tennessee was really good. Like, they are very deserving of their number 8 ranking. But I did not expect to see LSU. We talked about a little bit mismanage it maybe in the first half, but I mean, they've been pushed around. They haven't made play on the perimeter. Some of the injuries up front have certainly hurt them, but I did not expect this from LSU.
Fair catch for Besh at the 11-yard line. As we take a look at the SEC Spotlight, brought to you by T-Mobile, and this still to come today in the SEC. Auburn gets a chance to take on number 2 Georgia. Ole Miss against Vanderbilt. A&M and Alabama.
That should be a boring
later
one,
on tonight at 8. Well, the point spread isn't certainly what we expected it to be at the start of the season when A&M was a top 10 team. So things have certainly changed in Aggie land, but the offseason drama between Nick Saban and Jim Fisher,
and I think
under the lights tonight.
I think I heard Pete Thamel talking this morning that Bryce Young was going to go through his first real extensive workout this week pregame, and then they'll make a determination if Bryce is going to be able to play or not.
Here comes a run blitz. Payne in behind it. Jalen McCullough was a free runner, and Kane got 3 yards as McCullough was in on the stop. And Ohio State and Michigan State coming up at 4 Eastern on ABC. Can the Spartans slow down Ohio State?
Here comes pressure off the left side.
Daniels. The intended receiver was Jenkins. Good coverage by Christian Charles. Let's go down to Chris.
Bob, to Dan's point of that we didn't see this kind of game coming. Brian Kelly told us yesterday, my team plays with a lot of heart and grit, but heart and grit aren't going to beat the top teams in the SEC. We got to pay attention to detail more. So he had his players watch video of Kobe Bryant, some of his press conferences, where he talked about practicing with precision, paying attention to detail. I want them to learn those kind of things if we're going to be able to be a championship team at some point.
He kind of talked about championship habits.
Delayed game, defense number 24, disconcerting signals. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
To Chris's point, kind of like those championship habits every day. the standards. Coach Kelly said their kids have bought in. BJ, Ojolari, Ali, Jarek Bernard Converse. But they got to get everybody up to the standard and expectation that Brian Kelly is bringing over here. It's going to take some time. It absolutely is going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of conversations. You heard that with Brian Kelly and Keyshawn Booty, throughout the past couple weeks. It's going to take time for him to get these kids to doing it the right he wants.
Noah Kane gets loose down the sideline on 3rd down. So there's a chunk play for the LSU offense. They cross the 50. That's a gain of 20 yards.
A good job of utilizing man coverage. You get the trips, and then you leak Kane out to the flat.
Catch and run.
Here comes pressure off his left side.
And his right. Byron Lacey able to button hook for about 7.
Change is hard, right? I mean, this place was top of the college football world 3 years ago with Joe Burrow in that 2019 national title game, one of the greatest college football teams ever. And then, wheels fall off, so to speak. And there's a lot that Brian Kelly and his staff believe that they have to change. It's just gonna take a big time commitment from everybody involved.
Daniels quarterback draw. Dodging tacklers to the 30-yard line. We'll see if LSU gets another snap off before the end of the 3rd quarter. They are substituting. That gives Tennessee the right to substitute as well, and we're down to 15 seconds to go in the quarter. And boy, it's hard to believe. 2019 for an LSU fan must feel like
they were so
1919.
Good. I know.
Yeah, that was about as talented a team as you're ever going to see. Daniels improvising. Uses the stiff arm and gets dragged down. Aaron Beasley another tackle, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Tennessee making a statement on the road at Death Valley. Offensively, defensively, special teams as well. It's been all balls.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins and late shifts, good days and bad ones. But you'll never quit because you're in this together. It won't always be easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Seriously? Now there's a hole in your defense. Look at the size of that. Gap! Is that a goat?
You talking about me?
I think this goat is saying gap.
Must be talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
So who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close that gap?
Aflac, gap, Aflac, gap.
It's about to go down, baby.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
I'm a Vegas hotel. I know what you're thinking. It's cool. I don't want anything long-term either. Just a few nights of fun. I'm looking for someone who will let loose, dress up a little, see a show, order the steak and the lobster. Some people say I'm excessive, but who cares? I just want to enjoy some late nights and some very late checkouts. Think you can keep up?
Around here, Saturdays don't just happen. Saturdays are in the details. It takes the X's, the O's, and the T's. The bounces, the flips, and the flights. The bulldog, the bear, and the beads of sweat. It takes this moment and this moment. When anything can happen, every detail counts. Pfizer and the SEC are teaming up to remind fans to get an updated COVID-19 booster shot.
Sometimes we go too far. I have, and that's why Taco Bell has hired me to make an apology for them. Go ahead, say sorry. Huh? Taco Bell went a bit crazy with its breakfast. It was too much. What you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, hash browns, maybe wrap it in a warm tortilla.
That's a breakfast crunch wrap.
Well, they should open a restaurant that only serves those breakfast crunch things.
You riffing, or is this part of the commercial?
I don't know. I didn't read the script.
I've always loved building things. Not just structures and skyscrapers, but teams who make it all possible. After all, we wouldn't be where we are today without them. So we made sure that, like these buildings, their futures may also stand the test of time.
In our college football studio, so much across the networks, including bottom of the ninth in the baseball game, ESPN2, Rays and Guardians. It is the red wedding for Oklahoma, Texas and Oklahoma out there in Dallas. Arkansas, Mississippi State on the SEC network, and ACC network sees Louisville up on Virginia, 34-17.
Boy, that guy looks like I'm sure a lot of LSU fans feel.
Wake up, guy. Let's go.
Start the fourth quarter. 37-7, Tennessee on top of LSU. Second down and 9 to begin the fourth. Daniels chased again. Flag down. He's going to hoist one back right corner of the end zone. It's caught to a touchdown. We'll see if the Malik Neighbors score stands. You wouldn't think so. Two flags thrown back at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense number 50, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
That's the freshman right tackle, Emory Jones.
Just watch him on the right side right here as Jaden Daniels is going to try to erase or escape the pocket. Just that tug right there. See that tug right there that goes on? That's going to create that flag from the officials, and it negates just a really nice play by Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors. Emory Jones is going to be a big-time player for this program. Local kid out of Catholic high school, but he got caught with one there.
This is Kyron Lacey. He fights his way to the 35-yard line before he is stopped by Kamal Haddon.
That's the thing for this offense that is so frustrating for me and confused. They are so talented on the outside. They just have to figure out a way to consistently allow the talent to actually be a part of the football game.
This play blown dead, and as Jeremy Banks was part of a group of Vols that jumped off, and he was in the backfield.
Offside, defense number 33, unabated, 5-yard penalty, third down.
Well, Dan, Kayshon Boutte might be emblematic in and of himself of the struggles of this offense, because I mean, he looked like a first-round draft choice last season.
Yeah.
Even with half a season under his belt before he got hurt. They just can't harness that explosiveness so far this season.
To be fair to everybody else in the offense, Malik Neighbors is finding a way to do it. We've seen some nice from Brian Thomas today. Like we've seen some of the other receivers have some good moments.
Coming back to make the catches, Neighbors. Now, having said that, last season, Boutte had 9 touchdowns in only 6 games played. For all of Neighbors' production, he's got 1 touchdown catch. And this is their 6th game.
It just sometimes it looks like Boutte is just a little bit disinterested. I'm not saying that he is, but just sometimes on tape.
I mean, to Chris Spudden's point at the start of the game, you're not having a quarterback calling a meeting with the wide receivers to clear the air
when everything's going well.
If things are
sure, and we asked Brian
swimming.
Kelly about it, right? And Brian Kelly said, no. He has been phenomenal in practice. He is engaged. He works as hard as we could ever ask him to. I can't necessarily pinpoint on why the lack of production with him, when I am seeing a little bit of a connection between the quarterback and some of the other guys.
Yep. 4-man rush on 2nd and 9. Nowhere to go with the football for Daniels. Finally unloads to the sideline. but does not hook up with Kyron Lacey as he juggled it, and it fell out of bounds, so it will be 3rd down and 9.
But the reality is this. I mean, this offense cannot get better than the Auburn performance and this performance unless he starts getting more involved. Moving him around, allowing him to play outside rather than in the slot. He's one-on-one in the slot right now. He should win 9 out of 10 times in his matchup right now.
Instead, underneath, it's Thomas. And he is pulled down inside the 15-yard line. Todd McShay, your thoughts?
I can tell you this, Dan. NFL teams are just as confused as we are.
Yeah.
You know, scouts I talked to are trying to figure it out. And like the conversation we had with Brian Kelly, he saying that, you know, he's done all the things, but in the offseason, there was the injury he was coming back from. And then there were reports that Booty was not necessarily going to every team function and being as present as he should be. Then there was a quote from Coach Kelly saying those things. Then there was a talk about him potentially transferring to Alabama. So coming off of injury with a new coaching staff, there's been just a lot of smoke around this situation. But the bottom line is that Booty is the most talented wide receiver in this upcoming draft class, but he's not showing any of that this season.
Well, flags out on 4th down. It looks like we'll keep this possession alive, at least for LSU.
Pass interference, defense number 14. The foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line with an automatic 1st down.
It's Neighbors versus Christian Charles. That's tight. Todd, I want to ask you this, man. Does it impact him that they move him or play him in the slot consistently? He's not getting a lot of looks there. Does the NFL see him as a slot guy or a edge guy?
He was more of a perimeter guy last year, and he was the best receiver in college football through 6 games. I mean, he was going to be the Biletnikoff winner if he kept that pace last year.
1st and goal, Jenkins in motion. Keeper. And getting walloped at the 5-yard line is Jaden Daniels. That didn't fool anyone.
Like for me right now, he should be in the game. You know, I get it that we're on the 2-yard line, but if he's as good as talented as a lot of the NFL people are sitting here thinking, my goodness, hey, you go to the sideline, go whoop a dude in a route, and we'll throw it the ball. They got a bunch of big bodies in right now, tight ends. This snap ball getting snapped from the 4 or 5-yard line.
Amari Thomas in on that last stop for Tennessee. And now we've got an injured player as going down is Jalen McCullough. Looks like he might be cramping up. So we'll step aside. An injury timeout with McCullough down.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey. What's all this?
I had McDonald's money.
Oh.
Buy one of your faves like a Quarter Pounder with cheese or 10-piece chicken McNuggets and get another for just $1 only at McDonald's.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support. The kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Woo! Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football. Carr, Adams, and the Raiders clash with Mahomes, Kelsey, and the Chiefs.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Thanks to Avalara, we can calculate sales tax on almost anything, anywhere automatically. Avalara.
What if tax rates change? Filing sales tax returns. Managing exemption certificates. Business license guidance? Does it connect with accounting? Item classification, cross-border sales. What about...
Do you have those budget markups? Thank you.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We are back, Tiger Stadium here in Baton Rouge. This is the SEC on ESPN. 37-7, Tennessee on top of LSU. The Vols leading, maybe not a surprise. By this margin, not sure anyone saw this coming. Second down and goal, though, after the injury timeout for LSU. Daniels to throw. Rifles one back in the end zone, and there is Booty for the touchdown, his first of the season.
Does he get the foot in? I think he does. Great ball placement. Go up and get it. Yeah. Yep. Right foot got. Imagine that. You throw it to him and he scores.
So they're going to go for two to try and make it 37-15. Booty in motion. They look that way. Under pressure, and it will be a two-point conversion, nullifying sack for the defensive front of Tennessee, led by Amari Thomas. So it remains 37-13 as we step aside here at Tiger Stadium.
It's not the truck you drive, or the uniform you wear, the people you inspire, or the sacrifices you make. The greatest part of being a hero is the impact you have every single day. We thank you.
On an urgent Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hurry! It's almost kickoff. I am. Oh, they logged me out! What's the password?
Okay, it's P23XR ampersand.
Dude, the caps lock is on! Ah! How much time we got?
I missed basic cable. Here we go.
Almost there, almost there. Oh no, I got the spinning wheel.
Fanstown by Dr. Pepper.
This commercial. Game hasn't started. They play these too much.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
At Progressive, if you want to protect the homes and autos of those who bundle, you must become a true master. When you can take the ball from my hand, you'll be ready.
Does this mean I'm ready?
I mean, technically, I guess. Yeah, if you want to do it that way.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Your granddaughter's gonna love that.
Third generation sailor.
Sailor? Make sure she joins USAA.
My family loves USAA. We've been members for 40 years.
But you can keep trying, though.
USAA. It's for the military community.
When you're smiling. With
handcrafted steak, burgers, and chicken sandwiches, there's a perfect plate for everyone. Great value for all your favorites, only from IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday. ESPN College Football is presented by Marathon. Get the most out of your drive.
About time for college basketball season. A big pep rally here in Baton Rouge last night for the men's and women's programs for the Bayou Bengals. It's a great party. And college basketball on the horizon. And they'll be hoping for better when basketball season starts that certainly they have seen today as football fans, because it's been a dominant performance by Tennessee. The hands team is set for the Vols, up 37-13. Nathan Dybert, the freshman kicker, has the ball blow off the tee. Tennessee anticipating an onside kick. Instead, it's a line drive knuckleball that goes through the hands of Jimmy Holiday back into the end zone, so he brings it out. A flag down, and that might be a blindside block potentially called against Tennessee on the run back. We'll see.
During the return, number 24 blocking the back receiving team at the distance to the goal, first down.
That should put it at the 5-yard line. And this Saturday night tonight, our primetime game presented by Capital One and Chestnut Hill, Boston College and number 5 Clemson, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC, as well as the ESPN app. DJ Uiagalelei, from last season to this season, much improved.
Wow. He does look a lot better. I mean, he's in so much physically such better shape. It's also, I mean, the most rep needing position in all of sports is playing quarterback. The guy that we're looking at right now was the one who's benefited a ton from it this year as well.
They start on the ground with Jabari Small, and he ends up going down at the line of scrimmage. Ali Gay in on the stop.
I honestly think Hendon Hooker, if the season ended today, would be the Heisman Trophy winner. Given where this offense is, which is the #1 offense in America, they're over 100, 400 yards again, and what he's asked to do, he's right up there with Bryce Young and Caleb. Now, the next 3 weeks, we're going to find out, because they're going to play Alabama next week, and then in Halloween weekend, they have Kentucky, then Georgia. I mean, the next month is going to go a long way for this team and his Heisman contendant.
Jabari Small breaks free with a cutback across the 50 before he's finally brought down. 48-yard run.
What a great run off the tackle. Beautiful job by Jamari Small. Watch the vision, the counter. You pull the backside people. He gets the perimeter. Great blocking downfield by Brew McCoy. And one cut in the open field, zigzags back. And Jabari Small has now gone over 100 yards rushing. So we got 230 yards throwing the ball, 230 yards running the football. That's the balance, the ideal balance that any offense is looking for. That's all. I mean, I'm telling you, man, Tennessee can go. They can go. Their offense is incredibly difficult to try to handle, and if their defense plays good football.
Jalen Wright up the middle for a handful. And you made mention of it, Dan. He certainly has some very stiff competition in this way too early, I guess, Heisman favorite group, but he's right there.
Well, Bob, I mean, we're talking about a young man through 5 games right now is going to be well over 1,300, 1,400 yards. He's going to be accounting for 11 touchdowns, does not have any interceptions. They're the #1 offense in college football. They're going to be a top 8, top 7 team, depending on what happens in the Michigan game. Like I said, they're going to have Alabama next week, which is going to be huge for both the team and him. And then they're going to have back-to-back weeks of Kentucky and Georgia. He plays in those games like he has all season, and certainly today. He's going to be right at the top of the list, man.
5 on the play clock. As Hooker takes the snap. And nothing doing as Ojulari is there to make the stop for LSU on Jalen Wright. Let's head down to Chris.
Bob talked to Hendon Hooker this week about his progression running this style of offense. And he says it's made such a huge difference from last year because over the offseason, he got to do a deep dive on the defenses that they opposed last year. And he said it allowed me to just process a lot better. He says, but I love it. And I got to soak it up because I ain't never going to play in this style again. You talk to his teammates and they're so excited that he's finally getting the national recognition that he is because he is the unquestioned leader on and off the field for this team.
Well, showing confidence here going forward on 4th down and 3, unless this is just a hard count. Hooker continues to look over to the sideline. Play clock down to 8. He'll throw for it. Flips it in the left flat, and it is caught by Fant for the first down. And Dan, what tells me that you've got the right quarterback.
Yep,
and
you're right.
You also have a terrific coaching staff. They're the fastest team in college football. And yet when the game situation calls for it, guys, slow it down. Let's let the play clock wind all the way down. Even on 4th down, they still look completely comfortable running their stuff.
That's one of the things that they talked about with Hendon, with him specifically. Even in their tempo world, if you don't feel like that the play is right, if you don't have the protection the way you want it, slow it down. And imagine how hard that is for a guy that, hey, we want to snap it, snap it, snap it, snap it, snap it.
Well, how often in college football do you see a team that is known for their tempo?
Right.
Maybe they're up 14 with 10 minutes to go, and they're still going fast.
They ruin the game.
Well, they at least, if they aren't able to execute, maximize the amount of time for the team that's down to get the ball back and maybe have 2 or 3 cracks at it. This Tennessee team right now, look at what they're doing.
They've taken almost 6 minutes off already. I mean, situationally really good. I just can't get enough of Hendon Hooker because of what he's been through. I called some of his earlier games when he played for Virginia Tech. The situational maturity. This is a young man that's also written a children's book on scripture and day trades. You want to be feeling like an unaccomplished adult. Watch what Hendon Hooker has done, man. I feel it makes me feel lazy.
Well, now it's 3rd down and 8 as Jalen Wright gets stood up. But this drive has consumed, coming up on 5.5 minutes time of possession.
I think one of the things, too, that gets underrated when you talk to Josh Heupel, he raves about like the machine-like urgency that Hendon has brought not only to the offense, but the football team, the program that has really elevated everybody's game. We often hear that about quarterbacks, right? Do you make everybody around you better? We so often think directly correlating it to performance. Well, the ability to perform or preparation is impacted as well.
They try to run for it on 3rd down and 8, and they'll get it. Jalen Wright needed 8 and got 9. Micah Baskerville on the stop, but not before Wright picked up the first down.
It's the same run that Jabari Small popped for the long gain earlier. They pull the backside people, and Jalen Wright, who's their fastest guy at tailback, follows. I mean, find me the flaw of this offense right now. Just being honest, their quarterback's playing dominant football and total control. They are fast on the outside with Jalen Hyatt. They're big on the outside with Brew McCoy. They're doing this without a guy that's going to be an early draft pick in Cedric Tillman.
He's coming back, though.
Right? I mean, their offensive guards, both Carvin and Sproggins, are NFL players. Their offense right now, it doesn't have a glaring flaw.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Josh Heupel calls timeout. All of a sudden, his team is going too slow.
You use a map in your car. Why not use a map with your cart? Store mode in the Home Depot app makes doing easy, showing you where to find what you need. Let's call it turn-by-turn shopping. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app.
Home is where you start the day. Out the door, you're on your way. All the places you wanna go. Maybe you should take it slow. There's so much to care for in your life. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick. He would come every day to help me walk again. And now I'm back. This is a reminder
that love endures all.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
If you know, you know.
Crispy corners, sauce on top.
If you know, you know.
Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut, just $12.99. You are trouble. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible. And you'll get our best deal.
Nice, but everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal on every iPhone.
Best one yet.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off iPhone 14 Pro.
Are you coming for my job?
First up, it's a conference final rematch. Lightning Rangers. Then it's a West Coast battle. Golden Knights Kings. Tuesday on ESPN and ESPN+.
That is hockey.
MLS Decision Day. October 9th on ESPN2.
Matt Barry in our college football studio updates you on some of these noon window games. It would appear Michigan has found their footing against Indiana. It was tied 10-10 at the half. They've since scored again. It's under review, but it looks as if it's going to be 24-10 Michigan there. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Well, Matt, our game here in Baton Rouge has been all Tennessee from the outset for the most part. Here's Jabari Small after the timeout, and he is brought down about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Although as surprising as our score is, when you heard the Oklahoma-Texas score before that one caught you a bit by surprise.
49 Nugget? Like, I didn't expect that, man. That's coming off of TCU hanging 40 or 50 on them last week. I'm shocked at what's going on in Oklahoma right now.
Seven minutes off the clock for Tennessee on this drive. They'll run it again, and Small backs his way for 4. So it will be 3rd down and 7. Baskerville in on the stop, and looks like we have an injured player for LSU. That's Greg Brooks, who was in on the tackle as well.
I talked about Greg Brooks before, such an important part in the middle of the field of their defense. Conveniently got a text from a buddy of mine. LSU fans know him well, Ryan Clark. His verbatim was in relation to talking about Greg Brooks. He has an excellent 7-on-7 coach in high school. I'm putting 2 and 2 together thinking Ryan Clark was said 7-on-7 coach in high school. One of the great dudes that I get to work with, also one of the all-time great Tigers. I got to work with 2 LSU guys all the time, him and Marcus Spears.
Maybe BC pulls off an upset tonight. Then next week, once again, you get to work with an Eagle.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's not nice. At least leave the door open after these. Third down timeout. Jitterbugging is Small down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4. And the clock will wind down inside of 3 minutes to go. And it looks like to add to the lead, Josh Heupel will send the field goal group out.
What a drive by Tennessee offensively. Took almost, what, 8 minutes off the clock? 8:20 off the clock. A bunch of it was done within their run game, both Jabari Small and Jalen Wright. Very impressive.
32-yard field goal attempt for Chase McGrath. And he's got another. 40-13. Mike the Tiger. Really into this one.
Dish makes TV easy. Now with all of your favorite live TV and streaming apps, all in one place.
All right, here we go. Discovery Plus.
Because we know how much you appreciate having all you need, all in one place. Streaming and live TV all in one place. Dish, tuned in to you.
It took a while to get up here. We started out around 1959. Then we took a hard left in East Africa. A right at Baja. A 180 in the empty quarter. And that 65-degree incline at Hell's Revenge. But we didn't do all that just to get here. We did it to give you a truck that'll take you anywhere. This is the new Nissan.
Got your coffee. Oh my God, what? You literally read my mind. Got you, girl.
Start your season of savings now with Target Deal Days. 3 days to score early Black Friday deals on thousands of items. Event ends Saturday. Get low prices and great deals so you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
Whether you're looking to buy something on the small side or the medium side, or, wow, that's really big. Zillow Home Loans can get you the mortgage you need so you can get the home you want. For financing made simple, there's no place like Zillow.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
And Doug.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Showtime. Woo! I'm on fire tonight. Yes! Limu, you're a natural. We're not counting that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Week 5, Monday Night Football, the matchup in Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and the Chiefs take on their AFC West rivals, the Raiders, at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, the ESPN app. Coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown at 6 on ESPN. After a drive that took about 9 minutes off the clock and ended with a field goal, Brooks to kick it deep. And a fair catch by Clayton as we take a look at what is on the horizon for LSU. And back-to-back victims of Tennessee meet next week as Florida lost a couple of weeks ago to the Vols. And now it is LSU's turn. So coming up on October 15th, it'll be a trip for LSU to the Swamp. And then they'll have back-to-back home games against top 10 teams as things stand right now, Ole Miss and Alabama.
Talked about it a little bit today. I mean, they got to figure out the passing game. I mean, the numbers for Jaden Daniels look good, 26, 37, 240. There's a little bit of lack of consistency and kind of efficient operation in it. They got to get it figured out.
A check down to Kane. I remember one time someone asked Bill Parcells, how would you describe a good quarterback?
Okay.
He said a good quarterback does two things. He gets his team in the end zone and his team wins the game. So in spite of the fact that Daniels, as you said, has numbers between the 20s, hasn't thrown an interception, does he get his team in the end zone? As Neighbors makes the catch and spins out to midfield. Or do you have too many disappointing ends of drives where they're putting together some yards, but these explosive wide receivers are not making the plays you think that they're capable of making?
Directly correlated to Jaden, you're looking for a higher level of consistency. Now, he has never really shown that, maybe outside of his first year at Arizona State to be that guy. You know, that's maybe not just who the player he is. I do have to give them as an offense a little bit of grace today. When you go out the night before and, oh, our left tackle who's a true freshman, who's a overpowering technician, he's out, and then you lose your left guard, that's hard. So there's a reality of that, but there's a body of work right now for this offense that says the passing game is lacking in their ability to play efficient football. And I said it before, it doesn't make any sense because they are so talented on the perimeter.
Well, back-to-back catches for Kayshon Boutte. He obviously had the touchdown reception earlier in the fourth. And Daniels unloads to Kane.
I think part of it,
about the 23-yard line.
Part of it in their pass game too, Bob, is they have to figure out who they want to be.
Yep.
Jaden is not this technician who is a ball distributing type of point guard. He's a little bit more of a creative player, go make plays with my feet, and I can generate the potential for explosive plays. But that's not what's needed in this offense given the talent on the outside.
Neighbors with a first down catch to the 13-yard line. And that'll take us down inside of a minute to go.
I'll tell you what, man. Tennessee gets Alabama at home next week. Woo, 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 woo. That is going to be a game.
It's all there in front of the balls.
No doubt, man.
You've got Alabama, you've got Kentucky, you've got Georgia, all in the next month on your schedule.
We will know exactly who Tennessee is by the first week of November.
Daniels with a cutback. Hit hard, but gets down inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal, 23 seconds to go.
If Tennessee stays healthy, as long as they got those two, Josh Heupel and Hendon Hooker, I honestly believe this. If they stay healthy and their defense just plays complementary football and doesn't give up some of the blown assignment plays that they certainly had against Florida, I said this yesterday on Paul Feinbaum's show, I absolutely think they are capable of beating both Alabama and Georgia.
Timeout called by LSU.
Their first of the half. 30-second timeout.
A substitution confusion from the LSU sideline that Brian Kelly was very upset about. Well, it'll be an undefeated Tennessee team taking on Alabama next week. And then the scrimmage with UT Martin, but then Kentucky and Georgia. So you've got a month of football to set the table for whether or not you have a chance to maybe go compete for and win a national championship. It is there for Tennessee. They've got the teams. They've got number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
head-to-head.
UT Martin catching a stray. Well, what's Bryce Young's health like next weekend will be a big part of Alabama's ability to play that way. Can they block Will Anderson? And then for Georgia, I mean, if they get past Alabama, which is obviously the biggest game they've had in maybe 15 years, I'm telling you, it's all about their defense. Their offense has no questions. If their defense just plays solid, they can beat them both.
Daniels, fade pass for Besh, incomplete. You think Neyland might be slightly above average in terms of volume next weekend?
There's going to be a couple people there. I might try to find a way to get that game. Can we broadcast that one?
Yeah, sure.
You and I?
I'm sure you and I are first in line.
Can the request go out?
Yeah, put the request out. See how it goes. try the fade left. And that is fought for, and that might have been intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it off. He took it away from Malik Neighbors. And that is the final exclamation point for Tennessee on what will be a 40-13 win. And that's the first interception of the season thrown by Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit of a pick or a rub route. Essentially a fade to the back corner. Opportunity ball. Credit Trey Flowers. Baseball background. Big time shortstop. The ability to go track the ball. It's one of his specialties because of it. Really nice interception.
And for the LSU fans, it is way too easy to hear Rocky Top in this stadium right now. But they have been playing it non-stop. As Hendon Hooker takes a knee. And the Vols continue an undefeated start to their season. 40-13 over LSU. And it certainly looks like it will set the table for the matchup that a Vols fan at the start of the season would have given anything to have, right? Their team ranked in the top 10 midway through the season hosting Alabama.
You see what happens with Alabama tonight when they play A&M. If they hang on, they're the #1 team in the country. Tennessee's going to be ranked no lower than 8. It will be incredible. And I'd say this for LSU. Brian Kelly, I don't know if there's a bigger fan of Brian Kelly than me. He will get this place back. He will. He's a program builder. He's going to recruit well, and they will be back shortly.
And Hendon Hooker continues to add to what could be a Heisman season. You never know as we go down to Chris Budden.
Hendon, over 500 yards today on offense. What allowed for you guys to work so smoothly on the offense today?
Just continuing to do what we do on a daily basis, and that's just prepare the proper way and come out here and execute how we want to.
You get a win against Florida, but now you come on the road against a tough LSU team in one of the toughest places to play in the SEC. What does it say about the state of the Tennessee football program right now?
You know, like I said before, we're just doing what we're supposed to do. You know, throughout the week, we always was preaching, you know, we're going to be in a hostile environment, so we have to lock in a little bit more, per usual. You know, just encouraging my guys to keep giving it all every down.
Rocky Top going to be a hostile environment next week when Bama comes to town?
I assume so, yeah.
Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We also assume so. But if he keeps playing like this, Dan, and the show again he put on today, they're going to be tough for anyone to beat.
He was fantastic. I loved his ability to move the pocket and then leave when it presented himself. The deep ball is as good as anybody in America right now. This ball to Jalen Hyatt is as good as it can get. The master, the ownership of their offense, down in the red zone with the skinny post. The emotion. He knows how good he is. He knows how good this offense is for Tennessee.
40-13. The Vols win it here in Death Valley. For Dan Orlovsky, Chris Budden, Todd McShay, I'm Bob Wischusen. So long from Baton Rouge. Stand by Matt Barry and the company in the studio.